Hey guys, so we have a really exciting product to tell you about called Stemtropin from our sponsors at Muscle Meds.
As many of you know, I've been getting stem cells for various injuries and recovery, and you know stem cells do amazing things. So I'm excited to try Stemtropin. It's been shown to increase natural production of stem cells by 20%. And, if you have injuries or joint pain, this is something you definitely want to give it a try.
Absolutely, guys. Check it out today from musclemeds.rx.com. Get there, check it out, order yours today.
Let's go.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
All right, guys, we got a special guest for you. We have Rich Bruno in the building tonight. Rich is an active duty law enforcement. He is the owner of RAB Firearms and Consulting. And what Rich does is he teaches the public and also police officers how to be more proficient with firearms. Frankie and I took his class. We took his CCW class. Very involved from what I've heard about other classes.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm going to cut you off.
Go ahead, buddy. Take it away like you always do.
That's what I do, baby. No, me and my wife, when Renee got her firearm, we took the class. What class was this? Gun safety class, right? I think.
Just like an intro class.
Yeah, an intro class. And honestly, I never did one, and it was awesome. It was amazing. I learned so much in that class, and I know Roger's always like, oh, shouldn't need a class to get a gun, and I get why he says it, and I'm kind of down with that. But I think everybody should go take a class because it helps so much.
Let me just cut you off. The way I grew up,
I get you, man.
I grew up
America.
around guns from the time I was old enough to walk, basically. Living in Jersey, I think you need a class.
Yeah,
I do think you need a class.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people shouldn't be.
No.
Yeah, but.
Well, you shouldn't need a class to get a gun.
Correct. Right.
Get the gun
correct.
That's your right to get it.
Right.
It's like anything else. Just
why wouldn't you want
knowing how to use it proficiently?
Right.
Especially if you're going to carry it around and you're going to use it to protect more importantly, other people than yourself. But
exactly,
it's crazy. It's crazy to see.
Really, the reason I think Frankie and I were really so interested in having Rich in, other than taking his class and becoming personal friends with him, is there are so many questions right now for so many people, rather. And I think Rich can expand on a lot of those questions, answer a lot of those questions for people, including Frankie and I, about where you can carry if you do take the CCW class. And because it's ever changing.
CCW.
Concealed carry weapons permit.
Yeah, in New Jersey
right?
they call it your permit to carry.
Okay.
So it's not CCW, it's PTC here.
Okay. All right. Well,
but it's the same thing.
Same idea, concept. But regardless, it seems like local government, state government is constantly in battle with the federal government, and the laws are ever changing. They're always passing, and I have to say you're very good at updating your students on those laws and those changes. But it's almost impossible to keep up with where you can carry and where you can't carry. Do you get updates like emailed to you, or is it posted on a state website?
Nope,
or no?
It's not. It's funny. Excuse me. I get police departments that call me and ask me for updates.
Right.
Do you have to seek it out?
You have to seek it out. So
how does that make sense, though?
Even for you, like you have your permit to carry. Mm-hmm. When the changes come, they should be putting it out somewhere to let you know, hey, this got changed. You can't go here. You can't go here. They don't do that.
You do it.
You're relying on me.
But are they trying to get people caught up? Is that what they're trying to do?
No. There's no guideline. See, the way that this started was the Bruin ruling from New York. When that happened, it changed.
Just to expand on that a little bit, that was because the New York Gun and Pistol and Firearms Association took the Bruin ruling from, I don't know what year that was, to the Supreme Court.
To the Supreme Court, yep.
And what stood for basically a century, 100 years, right? They got it overturned.
There were places like New Jersey, New York, where it was virtually impossible to get a concealed carry permit.
Correct.
In this state, I've only known 2 people to get it, besides being like an armored car driver or an armed security guard. I've only known 2 people to get it. I know guys that own rifle manufacturing companies. Like, shout out to Modern Material, but like those dudes couldn't get it, and they manufacture guns, they transport guns, they have a federal firearms license. Couldn't get a permit to carry.
The reason being is because the bar is set so high for what standards need to be met to get it. Well, it used to be
at the time
before the Bruin ruling.
There was no standards. You had to show cause on why you wanted it. You needed to have a specific reason why you wanted it.
Right.
The Bruin ruling changed that to where now when you apply, you don't have to give a reason why you want it. The reason was it had to be for self-protection. I transport large sums of money, this, all that kind of stuff. If you were just like, hey man, I own a business, I own a store, I want to conceal, nope, can't do it. Not that you can carry in your business anyway, but you could use things like that, and that was
a firearms ID.
Absolutely, yep.
Okay.
So like the things like that for guys that just have their firearms ID cards. Like you own this house here. Let's say you owned another house somewhere else. You can
carry
be
either house.
Both houses.
And now the in traveling within a car is you're only when you're taking it from house to house.
So
in that gun range,
in that scenario, you could go to your residence, or it's to a gun range for training, or to a gun store for maintenance, or something like that. Not to go to Roger's house and go, hey man, look at this new gun I bought. Can't do that. He could come here and see it legally with you in your presence. But
he's seen my gun a couple times.
Wasn't very impressed. Wasn't very impressed.
Yeah, right.
Very low caliber.
Shiny. It was shiny.
Didn't take long.
Didn't take long. Never takes long. Never takes long. I'm sorry you have to be exposed to this, Rich.
So I said, listeing to all the podcasts in the past, I was waiting. How long was it going to take?
That was like the first minute.
First
they call him a minute man for a reason. So that was, just to clarify, people listening, because very confusing. That what Rich was talking about is if you have your FID card, your firearms ID card, which is the first base stop to getting
just to own.
I almost called it a CCW again. What are we calling it?
PCW.
Permit to carry.
Permit
PTC.
To carry.
Yeah.
Okay.
PTC.
Okay. So you can carry in your business or in your home, or you can have it in your car if you're on the way to a range, on your way to a gun store, but it's pretty limited where you can carry.
Very limited.
And that's covered under, I believe, what's called, at least in your home, New Jersey has the castle doctrine, correct?
Doctrine, yep.
Essentially, your home is your castle, and you can protect it against intruders, correct?
You can protect yourself and others inside the residence from death or serious bodily injury in that manner.
Correct.
You can't protect. Well, you can protect property by using force. Like somebody breaks in your house, you can tackle them and use whatever force necessary to subdue them. You can't just guy breaks in, you can't just shoot him and just say, well, he was in my house.
Right.
He has to pose an immediate threat to you or somebody else inside the residence.
What if you think he has a weapon?
Well, so remember,
articulation.
In the class, we'll say, right, do you reasonably believe that person created a threat of serious bodily harm or death to you or somebody else, you or a third person? If you believe that, well then, if that goes to court, you're the one that has to justify that.
Right.
So there's never a black and
dinner.
white.
I mean, it was very dangerous. When you make dinner, I'm very scared for my life.
There's no black and white. So when people ask that question, I get that text. I get that all the time. The answer is, did you reasonably perceive? It's clear as day, black and white in the use of force presentation. Right. So
I believe there's 16 states with that, and then there's something that's different, right? There's stand your ground states, which is like Florida, Texas. Yeah. I mean, we're not one of those states, but can you expand on the difference between a stand your ground state and the castle doctrine state? Yeah, or Frankie will just interrupt right in the middle of it. Totally, he's great at doing that. But go ahead,
you're right. I understand. It's a good question. Good question, Roger.
Go ahead.
But before we even get to that, I mean, because this whole castle, because you didn't go over the rules here, did you?
He just explained the castle doctrine.
But what can you?
So let me clarify, right?
Yeah.
So when I do the use of force class, one of the questions I ask is when we get to protecting your home, protecting property. One of the first questions I ask is, what's all the things that we've heard living in New Jersey?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I was going
with. And I've
with
legitimately had a guy tell me in my class that you are not allowed to use deadly force on somebody in your house. You have to hide in the corner.
Right. Yeah.
You have to jump out the second floor window. Hey, the guy told me this in the class. He goes, I have to jump out the second floor window before I kill somebody. I go,
I've heard that before. Retreat to the furthest point.
I heard like you can't exit no more. So now you're allowed to bang out.
Well, here's the thing. Look at the way, if this room right here was your house,
right, yeah.
and somebody kicks that door open,
you've already retreated as far as you
can't go any further, right? What are you supposed to do? Yeah. In a house where my house is upstairs and my family's up there, we're not jumping out the second floor window to not interact with a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that person comes up the stairs and makes it to the point and he gets to the point of no return, then I have to do what I have to do to protect my family. And the law says you can protect yourself or a third person. It's the same thing if you reasonably perceive that person was a threat to you, serious bodily harm or death.
Right.
So if there's a guy just standing in there stealing your TV and you run up behind him and you shoot him, you're going to have a problem.
And again, maybe you can't say this, and you can just nod your head if you agree.
Well, we're on video, Roger.
I understand. I said maybe you can't say this, so I was going to go ahead and finish. Could I get this out, or do you want to go again?
Nod his head. I'm just saying we're on video.
All right. Well, I was being humorous about it.
And so am I. So am I. Boom, boom.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So, articulation is so important, right? In anything, right? So, would you say that saying nothing is better than saying anything at all? If something bad should go wrong in your home, you're not sure what to do, I would suggest, get a lawyer before you do anything. No?
So if you seriously hurt somebody or kill somebody in your house, it's a homicide. Well, if you kill somebody, it's a homicide.
Right.
It's just
right away. That's how it's
homicide.
treated?
It's just a question of whether it's justifiable or not.
Right.
It's going to be ruled a homicide.
Mm-hmm. What is what is homicide? What does homicide mean?
I don't have the exact. I'm not going to sit here and give an exact definition because I know I would quote it wrong.
Just starts with homo, so Frankie's interested.
If you kill somebody, right? If somebody dies and you're the cause of it, it's a homicide.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of times like autopsy reports and the coroner said they're going to treat this as a homicide.
Mm-mm.
Look at the things you see on TV, right? The Marine he killed the guy, choking the guy allegedly.
Subway, yep.
Homicide, right? Or you push a guy, he falls, he hits his head, it's an accident, homicide, right?
Right. Okay.
Now, is it justified or is it not?
Right.
So my answer to you is, and my answer to everybody out there, if you're going to listen to this, if you're going to take a use of force class or not, the most important line in that use of force class is this. If that ever happens, the police are going to come, they're going to treat it as a homicide. You're going to be treated as a quote-unquote suspect. When you come in contact with them, you say one thing and you say one thing only. I will 100% cooperate with your investigation when my attorney is present, and then you shut up and don't say another word. Here's why. The police are your friends, right? They're not there to hurt you. They're there to investigate. They're there to help. In today's world, everybody's wearing body cameras. Body cameras, I think, for cops are good. It keeps a lot of people in line. It also gives our side of the story as opposed to the side of the story of whoever else is posting that 30-second YouTube video and doesn't show the whole context of it. So I think they're good, but there are times where it takes away our discretion on some things. But in that scenario, under stress, I walk in your house and I'm like, because cops are human. They're going to go, Roger, what happened? You go, oh, my God. This guy was in my house, and I fucking blasted him.
That's on record forever.
Forever.
Yep.
Anything you say, what do they say?
Roger blasted him.
I didn't do that on purpose. That was great.
There's Frankie laying on the floor with fucking semen all over his face. I blasted him.
Oh, God.
See what I do? I just turn it around on you. Every gay joke you make, you're my
Wish you could.
You're my gay partner. You're my gay
Turning
partner.
around on you. Turning around means you're taking it first, pal.
Never gets old, ever.
Literally never gets old.
Never.
Every episode I listen to, I hear it, I laugh my ass off. It's great. So, okay, Roger blasted a guy.
Yeah. Yep.
So when you say something like that, I'm not saying that that's going to cause you a problem, right? But think of the perception of who the jury is going to be. If it ever made it to the jury, who's the jury? And they hear that. If it's some anti-gun people, some liberal people who hate guns or whatever you want to call it, and they hear, well, you heard the way he said that? It's like he wanted to do it. Right. Again, I'm not the jury. I'm not the judge. Yeah. But those are the kind of things that happen. Right. Those are the things that they say. Your best bet is to literally exercise your right to remain silent and say nothing.
Roger is fucked because you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna bring out his phone. He's gonna put it on Instagram. He's gonna tell everybody. Right.
I'm not a lawyer and I don't give legal advice, but I would highly recommend you don't do that.
That was the old me, Frankie. Matured a lot since those days. A lot. and you've helped me with that maturity.
I
so
have.
thank you.
I have. There you go. Look.
Thank you, pal.
All the lashings you've
See?
taken.
Kyle Rittenhouse would be a great example of that, right? A guy that was literally eaten alive, persecuted by the media first and foremost before he ever stood trial. I mean, they literally called him a vigilante, said made up stuff about him, said he crossed state lines illegally with all this stuff that was untrue. And look how that case turned out. You know what I
How
mean?
old
So-
was he?
17.
17.
I believe Frankie's right for once.
Wow. Let's not get carried away here.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Again, you're going to be judged in the public, in the media.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
what do
I'm
you
pretty
think?
okay with that
What do you
at
think
this
about California? Then they just passed. They tried banning assault rifles, and it got knocked down.
Yeah. There was a ruling that just came out.
That's what's great. Honestly, I feel like our Second Amendment is under attack at all times, but when it gets to the fucking end all, the Supreme Court, it keeps getting knocked down. I think people see the value in having this Second Amendment.
And there's some great local organizations too. Besides the NRA, the NRA is doing a lot, but there's a lot of local organizations too that just keep
they
pumping lawsuits
bankrupted
in.
the NRA not that long ago, right?
They tried, right?
I think they did
they
file
fully
for
get it?
Chapter 13, but there's always a way to like survive. I mean, sometimes you have to do that because they've literally bankrupted you through.
The government's got more money than anybody. If they want to bankrupt the NRA, they're going to do
Well, they
it.
got no money. They just print fake money.
Our money. It's our money.
Yeah.
They'll bankrupt anybody.
They
It's
will.
Ukraine's
They will.
money.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bunch of sound bites there for you folks.
Yeah.
So, do you take pressure from fellow police officers who may or may not agree with what you're doing by trying to help the public become more proficient in?
Who wouldn't agree with that?
I think there are some cops out there that may not agree. Especially some old school guys that probably have, it's been around for a century. That you haven't been able to. The public has been basically denied their
Oh, you're
Second
saying-
Amendment right.
Well, just here in New Jersey, you mean?
And New York.
Okay.
That's where it started, New York. If New York didn't
right.
get
So
that
New York,
ruling,
New York is the same thing. Like it's kind of how
Yep.
it is.
New York got that ruling originally.
From what I understand, it's a little easier here to get
I
your
would think so, right?
permit to carry. New York, you can
I
still
think New
get
York
it.
City is even crazier.
Dude, it's crazy.
Right?
can't
You
get
can't
it in
carry
the
in New
city.
York City
You can't get it in the
anywhere.
Crazy.
city,
Right? You can't carry the gun anywhere in the city. Right?
It's all gonna get worked out in the courts eventually.
Sure.
It's not there yet. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take years. But New York City, they've made it literally impossible. They've made every area a restricted area.
Now you can now.
I can, yeah,
Yeah.
except on in certain places. Excuse me, like the 9/11 memorial, you can't go to. Certain Madison Square Garden, it's private property. So even me, right, I can carry anywhere in the country as long as it's not private property that says you can't be here. Or a government building, or same things that other people can't do.
So
Technically, I can't be in a school off duty with a gun. Technically,
gotcha.
Oh.
So
I mean, wouldn't you
for
want
example,
the good guy to have the gun?
the local mall here, Ocean County Mall, if they put signs up, which there aren't, I've looked, well, not that I've seen on the front door anyway, on the front entrance, the main entrance. If they put signs up,
usually take the back door, though, don't you?
you just walk right into that one.
He did.
literally. You as a police officer, if they have it posted, it's private property, you can't carry in there.
Technically,
Okay.
I'll tell you right now,
Yep.
I'm violating that.
That's the
I'll
thing.
tell you
Like,
right now. So am I.
Well, that's kind of the question. One of the questions. Like,
You're bringing a plastic straw to a gunfight if a guy decides to shoot a bunch of people.
That's
in there.
what I'm
What am I
saying,
gonna do? Throw a
say-
donut at him?
I don't have a concealed carry. I don't have one, right? Not yet. I'm in the process of doing it, right? So gonna have it shortly. So don't front on me. But say I'm going somewhere that I just don't feel very comfortable, and I fucking bring my gun, and something happens, and someone pulls a gun on me, and I defend myself. What's gonna happen?
Here,
Yeah,
you're probably going to get charged.
and you're gonna go to jail and everything.
I mean, listen.
Like, or will that eventually?
You save a bunch of lives, they're going to somehow.
Yeah, but no, I know. Say you save a bunch of lives, whatever. Is that going to be a case that hopefully would go into the Supreme Court and then maybe make a justification
Dude,
or something?
I have no idea. Do you know how long it takes cases to get to the Supreme Court? It takes
I'll
a
be
long
taking
time.
a
It took
lashing.
100
I'll be
years
taking
to
a
get
lashing in
the
that
Bruin
prison.
ruling overturned.
I'll be
It
taking
takes-
a lashing in that prison by the time I get out.
Listen, you be no soap on a rope for you. You'd be bending right over picking
Get
that
out
soap
of here,
up.
bro.
Be the
they're
slipperiest.
gonna have to-
Be the
they're-
slipperiest
listen,
soap in the prison.
Listen, they're gonna fucking have to earn that motherfucker.
Yeah,
They'll enjoy that one because they're gonna earn it. They're gonna earn it.
Shawshank Redemption. It's gonna be you, pal, in the shower.
Yeah.
How do you think you do in prison?
I would listen. You'd be holding my pocket in prison. Okay? That's how it would go down. You be holding my fucking pocket. All right? All right?
We had Scott Fairlamb in here, okay? He did prison time. That dude's like 6'4", and he can roll. You're a pro fighter. He's not a pro fighter, but that dude can handle himself. You tackle Scott Fairlamb in prison?
Listen. Okay?
Scott, listen up.
Listen.
Scott, listen. Linda.
I got two pockets. Well, Roger on one side, Scott on the other. All right?
So good.
Shit.
So good. Listen,
confidence. Got him everywhere. You got to appreciate that.
Oh, dude, it's hysterical.
I'm just playing.
Listen, if you're gonna have a legal gun on you and you're gonna go to a place you're not supposed to, you know what the risk is.
Yeah.
If you're with your kids and you save your kid's life, God forbid something happens,
it's worth it, right?
Well, that's
So
one of the things, right? One of the things that I don't know if this changed or not, or it's always been, but you can't. I even texted you one time. I was going to, and this is when I first got it, and I was like, I'm carrying this thing everywhere, right? Pretty much still do, but it's a little uncomfortable sometimes. But I was going to my daughter's cheerleading competition in Atlantic City, and it's in a casino. In a kid's sporting event, and I text you on my way down there. I was like, "Yo, got my, can't." And you said, "No, technically you can't carry in there." I didn't.
There was a short period of time where you could carry in the casino. It's been a state law that you can't for years, but it's in almost every that I know of police department's policy that even off duty you're not allowed to carry in the casino. You could be in the hotel, you could be in any other place that you're allowed to be, but not in the casino.
But, kind of what you said, I don't know if this is good to say, but, like, when you were like, if you have that feeling, you take that gun, you use it, you save your kid, that's great. But if nothing happens, no one's going to know you got that gun anyway.
Agreed.
So maybe if you really got to, if you
have
a big instinct, that's what I'm trying to say. If you have a really strong inclination that something might happen, then maybe it's the right thing to bring.
Fuck.
Yeah,
if you save your kid's life and you save some other people, I'd happily go to prison.
Right.
Happily.
Right.
I don't care.
Oh, yes, he will happily go.
I always said that, and I say it in the class, right? Like, there's some things in life worse than death. So imagine you aren't able to protect your kids, and God forbid something were to happen.
Right.
I couldn't live with myself.
Right.
Or
right.
some asshole walks up to you and sticks a gun in your face and says, "Give me your wallet." Yeah, give it to him. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Give me your kid." What are you gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's important to say, especially for the haters out there, that we're not idiots. We get that we are idiots, but the percentage, we understand that the percentage, right, if you broke that down statistically, is probably close to nil that something like that would happen. But in the event that it does, I would rather be the prepared guy. I hope that it never does in my lifetime, and I'm sure, Rich, you feel the same way. I'm sure Frankie does as well. I would hope.
You're going to have it.
Well, especially with my family around. But I would pray that it would never happen. And
I would never.
Again, the haters are going to say, "What are you, crazy? I've lived my whole life. Nothing like that's ever happened." It hasn't to me yet, but it does happen, and it happens quite. And it's got to be an absolutely, probably one of the most horrific things you can go through to be in a mass shooting, or in a mall, or how about that movie theater where that fucking whack job with where was that?
Batman.
The
movie?
Batman.
But where was that?
Colorado. Aurora.
Aurora.
Colorado.
It was Aurora.
But not like it's just the way the world is too lately. It makes me think this.
Right.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
And here's something for you, Rich. I want your take on that. So Frankie's right? The world is getting crazier. Cities are getting worse. Crime is spiking. Crime in Tom's River has definitely spiked. And I don't so much mean violent crime. I don't know that is spiked, but certainly car theft is through the roof here. They come down from
everywhere
up north,
bro,
and they.
Okay.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
And they come down and they steal cars left and right. So there's a lot more because of this, overturning of the Bruin ruling. There's a lot more armed people now. The Bruin ruling. There's a lot more
Bruin ruling. Got you.
Right. There's a lot more people carrying now legally, but you've seen, in the best of my knowledge and the best of my opinion, we've seen no spike in shootings or anything like that because these are law-abiding citizens that are carrying, right?
So from what I know, there's only been, I'm sure there's more, but it's a very small number. There's been one incident excuse me, that I'm aware of where a legal person who had a permit to carry took his gun out and got arrested for it.
But why do you take his gun out?
He was working in a store. 3 assholes come in the store. It was late at night. They were buying shit. They were just being assholes. They were talking shit to him. He started either talking shit back to them. As they were walking out the door, one of them said something like, don't quote me, fuck your mother or whatever it was. He fucking he works in the store. He takes his fucking gun out. He goes, now you can't leave. He pulled the Bronx tail on him.
What a fucking dumb,
The cops come. He lies. They have the whole thing on video. The cops watch the video, and the cops are like,
there's
and they arrested him for aggravated assault. But
there's an example of a guy that probably shouldn't be carrying, right? I mean,
yeah, if you're emotional like that,
but
right?
he goes,
but he didn't shoot somebody.
I was scared.
Yeah.
They were leaving.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if they were climbing over the counter, different story.
Yeah,
3 on
sure.
1, and you go,
yeah.
"Hey, fucking stop!" It's
Yeah.
a different story, right? Constructive authority, or
Right.
So
Someone's leaving now. Different ball.
they were leaving. That's what they said. They go, he pulled the Bronx tail on him and said, "You can't leave."
Right.
So,
but generally speaking,
I haven't heard
a
of
lot
anything
more
else.
people, especially in the New York, New Jersey area, are carrying right now. I mean, I know your class is stacked all the time. I mean, you can't.
I'm close to 250 people. That's just
Right.
me, and I'm a one-man operation.
Right.
Wow.
These other places that have 7-day operations at the indoor ranges, they're probably at 2,000.
Right.
So
Of concealed.
Concealed.
Wow. That's
on
good,
top
though.
of the
That's good though, right? My buddy.
But the point is,
that-
they would. Sorry, the left would have you think that guns are bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guns are horrible. Guns are going to kill more people. No, good people with guns save lives. There's if anything, there's probably
this
less
is
crime.
Like Ligorio, he says, he's in Pennsylvania. He's like, because everyone in Jersey got road rage.
Yep.
Oh, it's fucking Adam. He's like, bro, PA, they don't got road rage because everybody be carrying.
true.
That kind of might keep. Like, do people have road rage in Florida and Texas? I don't know. I wonder.
You see videos though. You ever see the road rage videos where assholes pull guns out
and shoot? Yeah, that's
You see the one where the guy was shooting
Shoot
through the windshield?
Yeah,
Fucking crazy.
stupid.
now. Okay, I hear. But do you think it's better that our setup here or their setup there,
Where?
Texas?
like
What do you-
stand your ground.
What do you mean?
No,
Or-
like the fact that we got to take a course and get this concealed and this and that.
Oh,
so
Texas is what
so
a
we're
constitutional carry state.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
courses.
Maine is
Yeah.
where I grew up is a constitutional carry state.
It's weird, right? Because I'm all for your rights. Like that's the one thing, especially at work. We're not violating people's rights. Cops do it by accident because they
don't know better, yeah.
'Cause they're ignorant. They don't know any better. You saw the video of the Toms River cop who made the mistake. He said the wrong thing. He didn't arrest the guy, but he said the wrong thing, and the guy made a beef about speeding, and he had the gun on him.
Wait, are you talking about the video I sent you?
Yeah,
Oh, I said because I know that kid.
yeah.
You know who it is. Cuts hair. I'll tell you his name later. But anyway, I saw that because I follow him because he used to cut my hair.
Yep.
But I sent that to you and you said that's got to be bullshit.
Well,
That's gotta
the
be
only part of
bullshit.
it that's bullshit in my mind.
So it was true.
The part that was bullshit was the guy goes, "I wasn't speeding."
Oh, yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you! You got a radar
Yeah,
detector
yeah,
on your
yeah,
windshield.
yeah, yeah,
If you don't speed, you don't have radar detectors.
Right.
Cops are not just pulling random cars over and going, "You were speeding."
Right.
That guy was on radar. He was speeding.
Right.
When the cop
There's
walked,
still radar detectors out there.
oh yeah.
Really?
The best part is if cops that have laser radars and if you're running radar properly, you're observing traffic go by and you're going, that car is doing 45 miles an hour. Then you turn the radar on to confirm your observation and you go, oh yeah, he's speeding. And then you pull him over.
Right.
So when the cop walked up to the car and he said, hey, officer, I have a permit to carry, I have a gun on me. The cop goes, you're not supposed to have the gun in the car. Now,
True or no?
no, that first came out where you weren't allowed to carry in your car, which
Yeah.
is the dumbest thing ever.
Didn't last long, right?
Didn't last long. The judge right away was like, "That's
So this is during that time though.
No.
no."
Recently.
This was after. This was only
So he was allowed to. Have
he was allowed to,
Oh, okay.
and the cop goes, "You're not supposed to." And the cop was cool. He goes, "Listen, we're gonna do it as a training lesson today. Like, don't let this happen again. It's gonna be your warning. But here's a speeding ticket." But then the guy went on TikTok and made a video and said, "I wasn't speeding," and the cops threatened to arrest me.
Now, are you supposed? Okay, you have this PCW, whatever the fuck it is, right? All right. You have that. Do you have to declare that?
Yeah.
You have to.
When you have a excuse me, a legal encounter with the police, you have to.
So you get pulled over. You'd say right away.
Right away.
Sir, I have a firearm on me.
I have a New Jersey permit to carry, and I have a firearm on me right here
okay,
or wherever.
say you didn't. You were on it. Right, you didn't have a like. You didn't have the whatever PCW.
You have the gun on you.
You have the gun. You're going to the range. You have to tell them I have the gun.
100%. So Here's where the law is a little fucked up right now. So you have a permit to carry, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
If you have guns in your car right now, on the way to the range, you get pulled over, you don't have to declare it.
But your guns and your bullets have to be separately. You're no threat to anybody. That's probably why, right?
But now,
Oh, I'm a threat.
yeah.
Roger
everywhere.
has a permit to carry, but doesn't have a gun on him. They're in his trunk of his car. He still has to say, I have a permit to carry, and I have firearms in the car. You have to.
I've only been pulled over once. I was in a work vehicle, and
Did you have your
it was a DOT, and I informed him right away. He could care less. He kind of knew me, so he's like, "Oh, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it." You know. So,
You get a picture, bro?
yeah.
We'll put our guns up.
It's weird, though, because some cops don't even know the law. I get a lot of phone calls from cops.
I would
who are
think
like,
there's
"Hey,
got to
what's
be a
this?"
law because a lot of this is new,
But
right?
it's changing, though. It's changing all the time, too, right?
Yeah, but a lot of cops are going based upon the original ruling and the original restrictions. Not in your car, not here, not here.
Right.
And it's changed a few times since then.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
you
changed.
can have it in your car.
You can, yeah.
Right? It can be loaded in your car. It can't be racked, correct?
No, it can be.
Oh, it can be racked?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why would you have a gun without a round in the chamber?
Well, I that's what I thought it was, though.
Can I do a speed round with you? Just yes or no answers. I
Okay,
want
let's
to
do
test your knowledge on where you can carry or where you can't. I just wrote a few places down.
All right, hold on.
So just yes or no answers.
Okay, I'm good. Go.
All right. Public parks,
No.
the mall.
No. Well, the mall is private property.
depends on if they
So
post
it depends on if they post it
Right.
or not. So Freehold Mall, I was there the other day and I looked and it's not posted.
it. Not posted at Ocean County Mall either. All right. Now we said that they're going to post it at both. But anyway, kids sporting events,
No.
church,
No.
federal buildings,
No.
banks,
Nope.
DMV,
Nope.
sports stadiums.
Nope. Borderline because they are private property. So most of them, 99% that I know,
If you get the guy like this, the guy that goes like this, you ever seen that guy?
Yeah, with the metal detector.
the ones that are searching you are the ones I'm scared of the most. Do you know how many places I've got into with a gun and have been fully searched?
yeah.
I had a fucking knife. I had extra magazines. I had a gun. The guy walks up to search you, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
right?
They don't give a fuck.
Right.
They're making $12 an hour. They don't give a fuck.
That or they just fucking,
Yeah.
they're that
There's a
stupid.
video of one guy. You ever see it? He's like, it's an old dude.
If Rogers pat people down,
Yeah.
nobody'd get it in.
Oh,
The-
Nobody
yeah.
get through.
Here, real quick.
Checking all their packages.
There was a fine establishment that we went to in Atlantic City many, many years ago. Very, very classy joint. Classy. They have a female employee searching at the door. So she's searching all the guys, and I'm with guys from work, and I go, fuck. I'm like, I got a gun, I got a knife, I got an extra magazine. I'm like, fuck. So I stayed in the back of the line. As we got closer, she was funny as shit. They were messing with her. So as soon as I walked up, she goes, okay, honey, it's your turn. And I go like this. I go, whatever you're looking for, it's right here.
there.
She laughed hysterical, didn't even
Never
search me,
check it.
walked in. The guys were like, what the fuck? I go, it just fucking distracted me. It worked.
All right. What do we got? DMV sports stadium. Other people's personal property.
If I got to Frankie's front door and he goes, no guns in here, no, you're good.
What if there was a sign that said no guns in here? You'd have to be like, hey, I
have to
got
leave
a
it.
gun, bro.
I have to lock it up in my car.
Wow.
How about in an Uber?
Uber.
I got him stumped
the-
on one.
I would say the answer is yes, unless the fucking Uber driver has a sticker in the window that says no guns.
All right. Trains.
I'm going to say no.
I thought I had you stumped. All right.
I'm going to say no.
You're going no.
So you remember, because Amtrak...
I mean, this one's obvious, but I'm going to ask people won't be listening at the airport.
No. No.
Damn, you
So-
can't bring it nowhere. What the fuck?
So, well, here's the thing,
Can
right?
you bring a shop right?
Yeah.
Private property.
Yeah,
as
but it
long
has
as
to
it's
be
not
posted,
posted,
right?
Yeah. But no. It doesn't have to be posted. Yes, it has to be posted. No.
Right.
So
Right.
if you have a gun on you and you have your permit to carry,
You have the assumption of yes, unless you see
unless
it
you see a
posted.
sign.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But like trains, Amtrak is a private company. New Jersey Transit is not a. I don't believe they're a private company.
Okay.
So you'd have to be careful if
Right.
trains. The answer is no, but you got to be cautious on that one.
Gotcha.
What's weird is like boats and stuff like that. There was one time we went on a comedy boat ride and I, excuse me, I got searched and I wasn't allowed to take my gun. They said it was Coast Guard rules or whatever it was.
Ah.
So
International waters. When you get out, what is that? 12 miles out or something? What's the deal
listen,
with
this
that?
is a fucked up story.
I got a great story
We
about
go
that. Go ahead.
we go to the South Street Seaport in New York. We go on this comedy boat ride. It was a fucking blast. When we get there, they're searching, and I'm like, "Hey man, I'm a cop." He's like, "I don't give a shit. You can't have a gun here." I'm like, "I'm in the fucking New York. We took a train here. What am I gonna do?"
Yeah.
So one of the guys was like, bro, NYPD will hold your gun for you. I'm like, oh, I didn't think of it. Run down to the precinct real quick, walk in, and go, hey, I'm a cop in Jersey, show them my ID. They take my gun, they lock it up.
Wow. That's
The guy goes, hey, man, here's a phone number for you. When you're done, call us. If we're not busy, I can have somebody run it out to you, or you just come back here. We get off the boat, and we had a couple, right? So we were feeling pretty good, and I forgot.
Oh.
My buddy reminds me, so I call. They're like, yeah, we're good. We'll have somebody run it out to you. Fucking God bless NYPD. These guys run out. The dude rolls up in a police car out the passenger window. He goes, holding a gun out there. He goes, who's a Jersey cop who needs his gun? I'm like,
yeah.
over here? I go, you need ID? He goes, nah, I'm good. He's the gun. Fucking leave. I'm like, holy shit.
So I got a
God
story.
bless
Again,
NYPD.
I'll be careful with names here, but I have a good friend who's a lobster fisherman, and this you can look this story up. It made national news. But anyway, and this is nothing new. I grew up in Maine in a lobster fishing community rather. So there are something called lobster wars. Basically, people fight over ground, bottom ground, right? Best fishing grounds, right? Is there a gay joke coming? Is there a gay joke coming? What's the gay joke?
Dude, I looked at
Roger's
community?
fought over
The
some
word
bottom
community.
ground this day.
I thought the word community was going to spark him, but all right. So anyway, so it happened up there a lot, and a couple of my buddies got into it up there. But down here in Jersey, so my friends got into it with some other lobster fishermen and actually were shooting at each other through the boats. They took the first rounds, my friend, and they fired back AR-15s.
No shit.
Yeah, it got pretty bad, right? Both boats came in full of holes. Of course, state police, Coast Guard, everybody's waiting for them. Escorted them in the whole 9 yards. Big to do, big court case, hundreds of thousands of dollars spent in court. It all got thrown out essentially because it was in international waters. Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It was 12 miles out.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? 6
I have
miles, 12,
fucking
whatever,
no
whatever
idea.
it is. They were
No
in
idea.
international waters that ended up getting thrown out because nobody technically had jurisdiction over it. Yep. So,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah.
That's like those Somali pirate boats. You ever see that shit? Where
Yeah.
the excuse me, the cargo ships hire people.
They hired.
They fucking shooting at them.
Yep.
It's
It's really
crazy.
pirates, like modern day
Yeah,
pirates.
it's fucking crazy.
I'm the captain now, right?
Yeah.
That's that.
Well, that happened so many times, you know, and they kept getting these guys. These companies started hiring professionals, like what would you call them? Marksmen, snipers,
I don't-
whatever,
Fucking
Mercenaries,
I
yeah.
don't know.
to protect the boats, and they literally just fucking snipe these dudes as they're coming in. They're coming in, they're probably coming in 50 miles an hour in these speedboats, and they're just disintegrating
Shooting
these
at 'em.
boats, bro. But like, what are you gonna do? You got,
I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be fun for a few minutes.
yeah, hey, can't let your boat get taken over and get held hostage, So
Well, Captain
gotta,
Phillips, right?
Got to do what you got to do.
Captain Phillips, yeah.
Captain Phillips.
Didn't they shoot? Didn't a sniper on a moving, bobbing boat? Right? I don't know. I mean, it obviously is depicted in the movie, but I believe it happened in real life.
No, Captain
Shot-
Phillips, isn't Captain Phillips he was the one I'm
No,
the captain now?
The boat. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, played
was
by
a-
Tom Hanks, right?
Great movie.
But anyway,
Who was the
sniper
who was
that
the
took-
pilot that landed the plane in huh?
Oh, Sully.
Sully. But he was Tom Hanks too, right? Damn,
Yes.
Tom Hanks does everything, bro.
Yep,
Yeah.
Pizzagate.
Dude, those fucking snipers, Navy SEAL snipers, or
But anyway, they
Oh,
were
that
they
didn't
weren't-
sniper right for the Platinum Phillips one. He was like, I don't put. He had to like wait.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I mean, listen, I wasn't there, but whatever the movie
Yeah.
says, if that was
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
bro, those fucking guys.
Yep, they're next level.
No,
Next level.
So now you did SWAT work, right? I mean,
Yeah,
are
I
there
did.
snipers on the SWAT team?
yeah. So I did 9 years on our county regional SWAT team. So it's made up of like 25 towns. We had, I think, 6 snipers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, you're also part of a national organization, right, that actually teaches police officers, right?
Yeah, so I teach courses for street cop training, which is it's pretty much the biggest private police training company in the country.
Isn't that
Dennis?
Dennis? Yeah.
He's a fucking good dude.
Yeah.
man.
I see.
Yeah,
There's
I did his podcast.
That's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good dude right there.
What's the name of his podcast? Shout him out.
Street cop training.
Street cop training. I see occasionally. I follow you. I'll see a whole bunch of women will be teaching a class. There's some affiliation that are women cops in New Jersey or something like that.
Yeah, so there's
Roger's like,
And I was like, hey, that's
Hey,
so
we get in
gross.
there.
That's disgusting.
so there's an organization that I partnered up with called New Jersey Women in Law Enforcement.
Yeah,
It's an
it
amazing.
must be a bad day at the office.
Dude, it's honestly, for all the years 14 years as a cop, I never worked with a female cop. The one summer I worked in Belmar, back in 2004, there was a few part-time female cops. But we never really worked together. So for all these years, I really never worked with female cops before. The last year, we've had one in our department, which she's amazing. But the New Jersey Women in Law Enforcement represent women all over.
Yeah.
There's men. I'm a paying member of it. I also do all the training for them. It's probably in my career, right? SWAT was amazing, being an instructor. Partnering up with them, you see such a different side of it. It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best things that I've ever done.
That's awesome.
So I run female-only law enforcement classes, and they're my favorite classes. Yeah, everyone's going to go, because it's 15, 20 chicks. No, because there's no fucking egos on that range. They come out there, they want to train, they want to shoot, they're rooting each other on.
Right.
They want to learn. We're dudes. I don't care what you say. Dudes come out, and they're like, I can fucking shoot better than that guy. Or
Hell
this or
yeah.
this.
We did that. We did that.
Yeah, but I set that up on purpose because that shit's fun. We always compete in classes.
That was at the end. It was the class had
And who won?
and Jamie won.
No.
Jamie won.
Listen, there's only two guys here. Who won out of two guys here?
I believe I did.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you did.
Oh, come on.
I don't remember. I know.
I wouldn't bring it up if you beat me.
I know the initial shoot that we did in the target. I beat you. Rich can confirm that.
What?
I have to go back to my records.
Rich can confirm that.
Original shoot to the target.
We had to count how many out of what was it?
Yeah.
No,
50?
no, you
100?
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
pal.
fuck no.
I beat you by 2. I remember.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Rich, do you have any way to check that?
I have to go back and look at the records.
Okay. I guarantee I beat you.
But the
No
one
way.
thing I remember was Renee beat everybody, so
She
you guys
did.
can all.
She did.
Yeah.
But we did like a speed round at the end just for fun, and Jamie.
Yeah, well, you
he
just got a fucking
showed up with a
$30,000 handgun. You know?
Jamie shot a perfect score on the
He
actual
did.
required
Yep,
qualification course.
Yeah.
I don't remember who won the actual.
That's what I was talking about, the
did.
qualification.
Yeah,
I
Jamie.
beat you in the
No,
qualification.
you did not. But have him prove it to you. if
I'll
you
have to
don't
look.
believe me.
I'll go back and look.
Believe me, I wouldn't have brought it up if you beat me.
Okay, so will you if when he goes home and checks the record, will you admit it on the next show if you're wrong? I will admit it if I was wrong. Will you
Listen,
admit it?
I
'Cause I
will
know
not
you're
admit
wrong.
it because I was not wrong.
You're wrong.
Because I
Okay.
was not wrong.
Yeah. All right. This is Frankie's so goddamn competitive. If it was anything with physicality to it, or I would say he won because I know the beast he is. This was range shooting. You did not win.
Bro, I think I did pretty good.
You
I
did
remember
very good.
I
You
remember
did
doing
very
pretty
good.
good.
You did
Listen,
very good. You did
if
very
I
good.
because I remember doing good. That's why I think I beat you.
You did very good.
Yeah, we all
It
passed.
was a good group. It was a good group.
I
Have
think
you
I
ever
beat
had-
Jesse. I definitely beat Jesse.
You beat Jesse. Have you ever? But Jesse was also shooting with my gun because he didn't bring his for some reason. Have you ever had somebody fail it, or have you ever determined something you just spoke about, ego or whatever the case may be, bravado, or they're just a fucking idiot? Have you ever had to fail somebody because you just saw it as a detriment?
I failed people, but I always let them come back.
Yeah.
For free on another day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My thing is this, right? If you pay attention to the other courses out there, not all of them. There's some great dudes out there. There's like 3 of them I'll recommend. The rest of them are looking for money.
That's what I've heard.
Right.
Yep.
So since all the shit that's changed, I put it out there. If you need anything different from me, you'll get it for free.
Right.
You already paid your fee to come to my course. You're not paying another dollar.
Yeah.
0. I don't care what it is. I'll go out of my way, driving down the Tom's River to meet you.
Yep.
Going here, going here.
I've come to your house. Yep.
Guy comes to my house with a, I beat you on Scott.
You did. You did. Yeah.
But for me, right, like if I'm taking people's, I feel bad taking people's money, especially in this.
You're
But
providing
you
a
shouldn't.
service.
Honestly,
Why
you
would
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't because what you provide is definitely of value.
It's
bro.
also unique.
Yeah, but I feel bad, right? Like it's one of those things. I know what other people are charging. My price was structured right around what everybody else was charging. My thing is it's one day. Other places you got to go two different times, 3 different times for 3 different classes. I'll do it all in one day. I've streamlined all of that to where we can get that done in 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on the size of the group. It's done. One flat fee and you're out of there. And we have fun with it at the end.
Yeah, we do.
If we get to the end and it's a group of all people that know each other, we're doing the same shit that we did.
Yeah.
So like the group today I had, we just had fun at the end. Let them compete against each other. Hey, whoever wins is going to get a T-shirt for free. They're like, holy shit, a free T-shirt. They're like running across the
Spend $100 on ammo for a $25 T-shirt. Yeah.
But it's fun, right? We make it fun.
Yeah.
Some of the other places I know how they're doing it.
Yep.
They're not doing it.
I won't name any names, but I've heard about. But the other thing that I think is important, and again, you know, your work plugs itself. We don't need to, but I go to the gym with a bunch of guys that have their CCW, and I told them about the updated paperwork that you sent me. I said, hey, did you guys get that? And they said no. So apparently they don't. The places that they went to down south, you probably know the name of the place, does not provide that. You know what I mean? You hit me up and was like, hey, listen, you need to go register this with, not register, what am I trying to say? Update it with the town, which I did right away. And the town, the lady, the clerk, was like, Roger, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure what this is. I'll give you the email to our guy, I forget his name, super nice guy that handles this. I emailed it to him when I got home. The next morning he texted me back. He was like, bro, you're way, he didn't call me bro, but he said, Roger, you're way ahead of the curve on this. Most people don't have this in. Your instructor is definitely, you know, super proficient with this. So he said, you're the first one in so far. So
the way I stay up to it is I'm a little fortunate. Excuse me. I have some contacts in the state police. We are in this little core group of like, hey, let's make training better for cops, for civilians, whoever it is. We stay in on it. We talk all the time. Hey, what's new here? What's new here? What's new here? Let's put the updates out. I got one guy that's up in North Jersey. I send people to him. I got a guy in South Jersey. I send people to him. And I'm in the middle. Hopefully they're sending people to me.
Right.
But we're putting out as many as we can put out. And I'm not trying to steal people's money. That's the problem.
Right.
I don't think everybody's trying, but a lot of people are going, well, you need to do this now. You need to do this now. And it's another $400.
Yep. So can we only because I think you're a little confused with this too, Frankie, and I've forgotten some things. Can we walk through? Obviously, you know, I'll let you take the course, but the first course of action is for people to get their firearms ID card. That's step one. If you don't have anything, that's step one. And then if you want to get your CCW, most towns on their website have it kind of listed. It's kind of a walkthrough process. There's a couple. I think it's an ODI number and another number you need. ORI. That's it. But can you, once you've got your FID card, can you walk people through the steps of what you need to do to get your CCW? My girlfriend wants it really bad, and I was like, listen, you don't even have your FID card. Let's start with that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so once you have your firearms ID card, that just gives you permission to transport weapons throughout the state.
Right.
Excuse me. You can also purchase rifles and shotguns with that.
Mm-hmm.
From there, the permit to carry.
Well, back up for 1 second. Essentially, to get an FID card, you have to go to your. I think everything's online now since COVID.
Even the permit to carry is online.
Yes, correct. But it's essentially you got a background check. You get fingerprinted. You go. You apply for the or you download the information off. Your town website. You take it into the police station. They do whatever they do, and then you get that FID card. Now, CCW is a couple steps beyond that. Go ahead, take that away.
Yep. So for that one, the first thing you need to do is go to a training course like mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give you the training requirements that are
set forth by the state, what you need to apply. So, which is it's called the Sea Care program now. It's a use of force class where you learn everything about the laws, the things that we did for the 2 hours beforehand. Then you shoot the course of fire. They've put it out now where it's 50-round course, 15 yards, 10 rounds, 10 yards, 10 rounds, 7, 5, and 3, all 10 rounds. No time limit, but it's mandatory that you use a holster, right? So like our course was mandatory that you guys all use a holster. I did that from day one because I knew if it ever changed, this is the shit they're going to pick apart. They're going to pick apart the holsters, that's why we did the harder course from the beginning right away. Once you complete my course, you'll get the required state police form. You'll get my credentials. You'll scan those online into your application, and that's literally it. It goes through. The state approves their portion.
Fingerprint, right?
No. If you've been fingerprinted for firearms already, they're not even making you get fingerprinted ananymore.
Really?
So
I did it twice.
I
did it twice then.
And where'd you have to go?
I had to do it twice. I went and got fingerprinted.
So I don't gotta.
You have a firearms ID card, right?
Yeah.
When did you get that? How long ago?
Oh, fucking years ago.
They might not, but recent shit like where Roger did something recently, he didn't have to go.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I don't know exactly what the cut is. You might not have to get printed.
Oh, because I had to. I mean,
everybody
maybe it changed,
did.
But, yeah.
Everybody did. I had people going out of state to get their prints done
Yeah.
because it was quicker.
And then who did Jesse did that? I think, right?
No.
Jesse still hasn't got
somebody
his.
did.
Because
maybe
he lived in Delaware and he's transferring.
didn't transfer.
Jamie
shit
did.
over.
Jamie did. Then maybe somebody did.
He went out of state?
Went out of state. Somebody went.
I know
out of
a lot.
state.
I
of
drove
people.
up to Oakhurst or somewhere
maybe-
to get in a week or two because everything around here, Identigo is where you go. And
funny story about Identigo. You know who owns it, right?
yes,
Who owns
yes,
it?
yes.
Former Governor
Yes.
John Corzine.
Yep,
Wow.
that's right.
So the place you have to go to get fingerprinted is owned by a previous governor. Go
Wow.
figure.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh boy, here we go. We're going into politics, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, politics are at play here, right? I mean, you know, that the other side of the aisle doesn't care. They just think guns are bad. They don't care if you're law-abiding or you're not law-abiding. But in my opinion, what stops a bad guy with a gun? Only a good guy with a gun.
That's it.
You know, so
I had a person, and I had to sign a non-disclosure to train this guy, so I can't say his name. He is a politician in this state. He's a Democrat, and he is out. I hate guns. Fuck the Second Amendment.
I
all
know who
this
he
bullshit.
is. I know who he is.
This guy came to me, paid me $500 to train him. He had a whole bunch of guns, didn't know shit about them.
Did he learn though?
And I go,
Did he learn?
can I ask you a question?
did he change his ways when it was over?
I go, you're the most public dude about hating guns.
Right.
Why are you here? He goes, well, it's my right to do this and protect my family. I go, but why are you public about it? And he just goes, well, you know how it goes. And he made me fucking sign a non-disclosure so I can never say his name
Wow.
or I get sued. I should probably say
I'm
it
just
anyway.
guessing I know who it is.
Yeah. After. Well, you can't even tell us after.
not
Don't
even
tell.
us.
Don't tell us after.
Roger, you're so bad. You're so bad.
It's crazy. But I think it's just a narrative that they want to put out. Guns are bad. Guns are bad.
All right. What is your?
The highest crime levels. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Actually, you might sound better. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, where are the highest crime levels? Every place that is a no gun zone is the highest crime levels. In every city that is a no gun zone is where you have your highest levels of crime.
It's the cities.
Right.
Look at them.
But we're talking about criminals that don't give a fuck about laws.
They'll
Well,
never
I mean,
follow
hey,
the laws.
at schools, all schools are gun-free zones. And what happens? What happens?
Right.
They bring guns to them. You know?
Yeah, but it's weird, right? They're gun-free zones that have armed security. So are they really gun-free zones?
Wait a minute.
Well, then there should be more armed security.
Wait, you're saying where, like Columbine, for example, obviously they didn't have
There was
armed
no
security.
armed security.
They did have armed security, which I think the guy went running out of the building, correct, and called for help where that most recent shooting was in Texas. Matthew McConaughey's hometown there.
Uvalde.
Uvalde. Wasn't there an armed security guy there or no?
There was.
I would love your take on that, how the police responded.
Bro,
Listen,
the dude came, his kid was in there, he came and fucked shit up.
Again.
That's
I'm gonna need
that,
more
that
ice for
is-
that.
Yeah,
if that's the
again,
case.
I don't believe anything on my side of how I view things or the other side that's through mainstream media. So who knows what happened there? But from what you saw, and I'm sure you got probably some inside information too, what is your take on what went down at Uvalde?
So Uvalde was a super tragic day, right?
Of course.
From what you see in the news, that there was a cop there who saw the guy. Listen, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly. I don't think we're ever going to know the real story. They're never going to tell you
about
everything.
You never
anything.
will.
About anything.
But what I will say is,
Sandy Hook either. You'll never know the whole story there.
from what I've heard, now I don't have any insight about that. Like, we've debriefed a lot of those things. What they're saying is the classroom door where the guy was locked. And next time you go into your kid's school, look at the doors. If that door's locked, you're not getting in. You're not getting in. The windows are protected.
Are the doors locked?
They should be.
Yeah, they have the wire mesh.
Well, the mesh in the mesh in the window.
Chick wire. Yeah,
If
right?
if the door is pulled closed, like it's not.
It's like a 3-inch solid wood door.
I'm just debating on how far I want to go with like the internal works of like school security. Everybody's been inside of a school.
Mm-hmm.
It's public knowledge when you go in there and look at the door frames. They're steel reinforced door frames. They're metal. You're not getting in without a key or a ton of tools.
Oh, you're talking
Are
about
they
an
locked
exterior
every-
door. Exterior.
No, the classroom doors.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, pay attention to the
I
classroom
went to
doors.
school 100 years ago, and they were wood, but they were 3-inch thick, huge wood doors, you know?
You're not getting in without tools or a key.
But do they lock them in between every period?
No,
No,
but
okay.
they're supposed to in a lockdown. So I don't
Oh, in a lockdown.
I don't know the exact scenario of what happened. Did it go into lockdown? I don't know. Again, I don't want to get into really the inner workings of school protocols, just in case there, people listen.
Wackos are listening, yeah.
Some of your wacko. No, I'm just fucking. with you.
Yeah, we got some.
There's some shit that I just don't want to say about the schools, right? I'm super close to that because in the town that I work in, I do all the awareness for active shooter and anybody else. I would have went outside and maybe fucking smashed the window in from outside and tried to do something from there. Listen, who knows? I wasn't there. To say that they were all cowards, that's the narrative right now. How the fuck were they going to get in the door? They didn't have tools. Could they have been more prepared beforehand? Yeah, I'm sure the training should have been prepared more. The policies and procedures. They should have had breaching tools in the car. They didn't, or they did. I don't know. If that door's locked, you're not getting in. So the route, from what I heard, is
all right. And I hear what you're saying, but like Frankie spoke to, didn't a father show up who accessed it in some way?
no. The border patrol dudes got in there eventually.
But he was a father to a child that went to school there.
I'm
He
not.
borrowed a shotgun, is what we heard from the barbershop.
That might have been the case, but it was the BORTAC guys and whoever the SWAT team guys that were there. They eventually got a key and went in with the key. That's how they got in eventually. Now,
but this guy is actively shooting while they're trying to get in. No?
So according to what I know about it,
okay,
he was shooting. It stopped at some point. When they go inside the building and they tried to get to the door, he was shooting through the door. When they stopped fucking with the door, he stopped shooting at the door. But he wasn't shooting at kids. Again, that's the narrative I have from the internet. I don't have any insides on that. Right. So you could almost make the case of, was it a hostage situation or was it an active shooter? It was an active shooter at one point, no doubt about it.
But it could go from active shooter to a hostage situation.
100% it could, yeah. Now, if that guy's locked in there, how are they supposed to get in there without a key or tools? Now, I'm saying, should they have had the key? Should they have had the tools? Sure, they should have thought about that beforehand. I'm not going to sit here and pass judgment on them. I was not there. But I know I'm going to do everything in my power to get in that room, whether it's through the door, whether it's through another wall from somewhere else or through a window. Problem is, it's all concrete walls. You need fucking C4 to blow those fucking walls apart. So
let's talk about this then. Obviously, everybody in this room is a Second Amendment believer. We're all 2A guys here, right? We all believe in the right to protect yourself and the right to bear arms. Obviously, there's a lot of the other side that thinks guns are just bad and always will. But the thing that seems to get overlooked so much is mental health. Do you think that there could be more emphasis put on that? Or maybe a better question is, how do you think it could be better regulated to keep people who are clearly mentally ill away from guns? Is there a way that can be done?
Dude, that's way above my pay grade, man. I have no idea. All I know is, from what I see at work every day, we have a major mental health issue.
And it's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that we can do to help with it.
Right.
Why is it getting worse, right?
Why?
Like, is social media making it worse? Is
just the world we live in.
So for instance, where I work, there's a group home that I still don't understand how the residents of the group home are allowed to come and go as they please. They're all mentally ill. They're at the local stores panhandling, bothering people. One of them, listen, I feel bad the guy's mentally ill. He fucking shit his pants outside of a 7-Eleven, was standing there with his pants down, and this lady's going into the store with her kid, and she's freaking the fuck out, and they call 911. What am I supposed to do with that guy?
Yeah.
The only course of action is send him to a hospital for a mental health screening.
Well, I heard, like, we used to have, they called loony bins back in the day. They said there used to be so many loony bins. I mean, that's probably not the proper name to call them.
Just offended a lot of people there for being insensitive, but...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. No,
I'm
being serious.
It used to be called it, yeah.
Right? Loony bins or whatever, mental health hospitals. But there used to be a bunch of them, psychiatric wards. That's what they were. There used to be so many psychiatric wards. Now these psychiatric people are out on the fucking streets.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They don't put these people in these wards anymore.
But there's nowhere to put them.
Right.
Because they made laws that say it's cruel. Is it cruel? I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, it's cruel. Like, do you see these group homes when you go into them?
What is the one?
They're fucking cesspool.
What is the one in Pennsylvania they use it Penhurst? Is that the name of it? Penhurst Insane Asylum. Anyway, it's closed down now, but they talk about the horrific crimes of humanity that went on in there, and they were all mentally ill people.
It's like they did lobotomies and stuff, right?
I don't know about lobotomies, but horribly abused because obviously
electric shock therapy.
Yeah, you were talking about a course of action that back then they felt like actually helped people. I don't think these people were helping people. They just put them in there, locked them up, and beat the shit out of them when they got out of line, or you know what I mean, and horrible.
But what are you supposed to? I mean, what are you supposed to do with someone like that?
So these group homes are they're funded by the state.
Help them the best way you can. I guess.
How?
I don't know.
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's fucking tough. It's a complex situation.
Well, listen, I'm no doctor or mental health specialist, but these group homes are funded by the state. They'll have 2 employees working there who are just sitting there.
Don't give a fuck about
who
nothing.
who
I know.
appears to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I'll say that because I don't give a shit because we deal with them.
Right.
The people are out walking the streets 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm so thankful not one of them's gotten hit by a car, God forbid, or something like that. They're at the local stores. They're harassing people. Give me money, give me money, give me this, give me this. One the other day, guy walks up and says to a woman, he goes, something like, I want to lick your cunt or something. The lady calls us petrified. She goes, I'm locked in my car. What am I supposed to do? I go over there, I go, hey, man, take a hike, get out of here. He goes, fuck you, I'm not leaving. What am I supposed to do with him?
Right.
But he wanted to lick that cunt, man.
But like, I feel bad for her, but I feel like the dude has
Women hate you enough.
the dude has problems. What are we supposed to do with him?
Yeah, no.
If I send him to the
exactly.
local hospital,
Well,
they
like
let
you-
him go
they-
3 hours
yeah.
later.
like you
Right.
said, right? There's not enough places to put them, and I really think it's becoming a much more significant
do we
issue.
need-
So a lot of people are at home, and if you take, for example, Sandy Hook that we just spoke of, right? There was a kid who clearly had mental health issues, no question about
So
it.
sad, man.
Clear, and had access to his mother's or his father's firearms, and went to school, and that was one of the worst school tragedies that I've ever happened in my lifetime or ever even heard of. It was god awful. But should that kid have ever had access to those firearms?
No.
You know what I mean?
No. There's people that'll argue. There was a guy on Instagram who was arguing, saying that leave your guns out. Who gives a shit? Just teach your kids the right way. Bro, kids will be kids.
Yeah.
My kids are 9 and 6. My 9-year-old, I think he's a very, very mature 9-year-old. Do I fucking trust him with a gun
Leave a
laying
loaded
around?
gun? Yeah, no way.
What if he just is a kid one day and just goes, fuck it, let me fuck with it and see what happens.
Yep.
Dude, there's no chance of that ever happening in my house.
No way.
Zero.
No way.
Zero. So for people to argue that, should you teach your kids about guns? 100%.
Yep.
Teach them to respect it, to understand that
Absolutely.
they're dangerous, that they're not fucking toys.
I've taken my kids to the range a number of times.
Hey, actually, because we were talking about your situation with this guy, with the mental health people, how about the video I sent you of the kid that I said I went to school with that was naked fighting the old guy?
Yeah, was that local?
That was like Holiday City. He was
Holy
ass
shit.
naked.
Bro.
I think he was all dusted on PCP.
I've had that at work,
Beating
right?
the shit out of an old dude.
And he was beating this old guy up. And I was wondering, he's literally naked, 100% naked, right? Middle of the day.
You wouldn't recognize him with clothes on.
right?
I was
listen,
waiting.
so listen, so he's cracking this old guy. If this old guy had a gun on him, would he be injustice to shoot him?
Did you reasonably perceive that your life was in danger?
I
Like
mean, listen.
articulation.
The only thing I was thinking is like, he don't have a gun or a knife on him,
So-
because he's fucking naked.
Yeah, but-
he's not holding nothing.
So like, I mean, I've been punched in the face a handful of times in my life. You can speak to this more than anybody. If you think you're gonna get knocked out,
No,
and you feel
I
it.
welcome that. I would never. Would you, in that situation, ever pull a gun? I never would. I'd be like, "Let's go, motherfucker," and it would be on in a fist fight. I would never pull a gun.
Yeah,
no,
but not
bro,
like-
I'm
but
not
not-
saying I get hit in the face one time and pull out a gun. If he's on top of me, fucking
Oh yeah,
pounding me,
different story.
different story.
Yeah.
Dante,
He was.
fucking
Frankie
Dante
would
said to me
love
one
to
time.
be on top of you, pounding you. Trust me.
Here I am with my fucking white belt on. Dante goes, "If you ever had to arrest me, what'd you do?" I go, "Hold on, let me show you." I took 10 steps back and I go, boom. He goes, "Like that?" I go, "Like that." He goes, "How do you justify that?" I go, "Fucking YouTube. Just show you killing motherfuckers. Like, I'm shooting you and I'm not even thinking about it." Funny story. Gordon Ryan, we had him on a call in our town one time.
Get it.
What? What?
Disabled vehicle. So I'm not going to. Well, I kind of just hit on fucking where I work almost, but where he grew up. I work really, really close to where
He
he
had a
grew up.
beautiful house.
Well, where he grew
Oh, where
up,
he grew up with his dad. Yeah.
where he
okay.
grew up. Well, that's where his mom is. Where he grew up is really close to where I work. He was in our town one night and his car was fucking broke down or some bullshit. He was pulled off to the side of the road. We had guys pull up, had no idea who he was. So, like, dude, do you have any idea who he is? They're like, no clue. Do you know what you would have to do to that dude?
Yeah.
The 4 of us not beating him.
Yeah.
One of us is shooting him.
He's dangerous.
Yeah.
But how do you articulate that? I'll go, here, fucking YouTube. Like, look
Yeah,
at
right,
who this
right.
dude is. He's a killer. Same, you start going nuts, bro. Someone's gonna have to shoot you.
Roger tried to shoot me.
I feel
With
like
what?
I feel like the most dangerous. Frankie, tell me,
A little pea shooter.
excuse me, as a dangerous gentleman, Tell me if you agree with this. The most dangerous, and you too, Rich, the most dangerous men on planet Earth are almost always the most respectful, almost always the most, that don't look for confrontation. Like you just said, Gordon, you told your guys, you know what Gordon Ryan could do to you. He could fuck. They would never have an issue with Gordon Ryan. He's respectful. He believes in.
They said he was the most polite dude on planet Earth.
He would never have an issue with a dude like that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rare you do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why martial arts is so good for a kid.
Right.
Because it's not like it is the fact that they get confidence and they get learn how to self-defense, but once you know how to whoop someone's ass, like you don't need to
Right.
you don't need to have that bravado
You just
anymore.
need to know you can.
Yeah, you just know you can. You walk around like, hey, I feel comfortable in my own shoes because push comes to shove, I can handle myself.
Yeah, but that's the same shit with carrying a gun. Like I say it in all my classes. If you have a gun in your hand and that dude's unarmed, you probably did something wrong, right? Or you're probably not, listen, and I'm fucking nobody, but if you're not confident with this, you go to this quicker, right? And you see it in a lot of cop videos, watch the body cameras. We do it in training. We've had guys where I have a guy,
But it's better off though, no?
better off what?
I'm just saying, if you're not comfortable in this,
But what I'm saying,
fucking go to this because this is going to get you in trouble.
yeah, but think about how comfortable you
No,
are
no,
with
no,
your
no.
hands.
I disagree with you.
If you have a gun in your waistband, okay, and you look at me, I'm the same size as you, and I go, you know what, motherfucker, and I start walking towards you, the last thing you're doing is taking out a gun.
Right, correct.
You're going to fucking take me down. You're going to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm down. But I'm saying
Somebody-
someone that doesn't know,
They're going to go to the gun.
I think that's kind of a good idea.
I don't know how
Why
to
would
feel about that.
because if say
'Cause
I'm
you-
un,
'cause
say-
you
listen,
have the option to walk away.
No, but walk away.
Well-
no, you can't walk away. You're a cop, bro. You have to.
No, no, no.
Oh, you're talking about
I'm
a
talking
cop.
cops or civilians.
Yeah, I'm talking
Or
about
if you're a
civilian.
cop, no, I'm saying if you're a cop,
Somebody's harassed,
I'm
giving you
talking
a hard
cop.
time.
I'm talking cop. You have no choice.
You're a dork, but you have a CCW.
Okay.
A guy's giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
You're saying
that's-
you would understand it if
no,
that
no.
guy. I wouldn't understand that at
I
all.
was talking about just the
Oh,
cop.
yeah,
Cops,
totally
yeah.
agree with
A
you.
cop,
on
I'm like,
that.
yeah, you got it. Like he has to. I don't think a cop should let if they're untrained. Don't let it get to that point. You're probably not going to survive that point.
You're not.
Might as well just get to this point. We're like, all right.
So where you?
As a civilian, I feel like it's a last resort.
Yes,
to pull that
no,
gun
no,
out.
no, no,
You better plan on using that thing if you're pulling it out.
I agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's only a handful of scenarios that we talked about where that should come out where you have the intention to create apprehension
Yeah,
to tell somebody to stop doing. You saw, God forbid, a guy's raping a girl.
Yep.
Hey, fucking stop, dude, or you're gonna fucking die.
Right.
Yeah.
If he looks at that gun and still keeps doing what he's doing, you.
I think you
if
shoot
you-
him anyway, right? I mean, come on, raping a girl, bro.
But even as a
Yeah.
cop,
What's going to happen to you though? You know what I mean?
I don't know,
Are you
bro.
going to go to prison for this?
remember what I said to you in the class. You have it worse than anybody.
I think she's gonna fucking die from his dick. I killed him.
It's not even
You know
that.
what I'm saying? For real, but for real.
Who the fuck talks like that?
But
Frankie.
you know what I mean? Like, but you say you have to say
But you gotta
why
remember,
you did it.
He
The
is
most
he's
unempathetic
committing
human I've ever met.
aggravated sexual assault, criminal
Yeah,
restraint,
yeah.
committing all these crimes. Fuck it. It's a guy Roger size on top of a 80-pound chick. He probably could kill her very easily.
Yeah.
So,
Roger just put
if
his
you-
titty in her mouth and suffocate her.
Fucking idiot. So
I can't wait to go back and listen to this.
Yeah,
so I can
yeah.
count and go. I think that was the 5th really good one.
fifth, God, that's like 10. You're a dad, probably first and foremost, right? I would think that your role as a father always comes over
Everything else.
being a police officer, right? But there's a lot happening in our world, in our country today, and one of them being, and again, this is probably talking to you more on a personal level as a dad and just a human more so than a police officer, but we've got a tremendous amount of people flooding into our country right now, and a lot of them are military-age men. Crime is definitely going up. I mean, we're very close proximity to 2 major cities. Are you concerned in our area at all for a rise in crime and spiking? And I talked to Danielle.
there is already a rise.
There is, but it's mostly
you know-
it's mostly Grand Theft Auto. I'm talking more about violent crime. Violent crime.
Right.
Man, it's weird. In the cities, I would definitely be concerned. Right, my wife.
I would
and
be so concerned in the cities. Yes.
My wife and I. Oh, I have to say, my lovely, beautiful wife Sarah. Right. And
I've met your wife. She's terrific.
we were talking about taking our son to the city for a concert. I called my buddy in NYPD and I was like, "This is where we're going." He's like, "You're pretty good where you are there." He's like, "But on the train, everywhere else, you're fucked. You better bring a gun."
Yeah.
because where we were going, you weren't allowed to bring a gun. So turns out the concert got canceled. We don't have to go. Fucking petrified going there with my wife and my son.
Yep.
I'm no tough guy, but by myself, I'm willing to roll the dice and take my chances.
Yeah, for sure.
With my fucking kid,
Yeah,
dude,
different ballgame.
Dude, it's weird, right? I never thought the way I thought until I had kids.
Same.
It changed everything for me.
Same.
Changed everything.
Yep.
And I've said to you guys in the class, and I've said it to everybody else, and I'm going to give you my fuck up and my being a hypocrite. What did I say? It's always.
I knew the story. I didn't know if you shared it on
It's
the air.
always fucking best to run away, right?
Yep.
It's always best to get out. No,
For
it's
sure.
a new story.
I was like, is he gonna tell that on air?
I
Wow.
will. I will.
all right.
I'll fucking tell it on air.
Okay.
I'll tell one time where I was with my wife and she was pregnant and we were walking through a fucking Metropolitan Cafe in Freehold. And there was a bunch of dudes standing there. What did I do? I took out a fucking gun and I walked right past them. I used constructive authority and said, get the fuck out of our way. Because I knew there was people that got robbed there a couple weeks before. Those dudes made super aggressive movements. And I was like, you know what? This is not about to happen. That was before I had a kid. I just got on the SWAT team. I was a little ego driven, maybe. Dude, today would be the complete opposite. It'd be like, whoa, hold on. Let's go back inside the restaurant.
Right.
Hang out a little bit.
I'll walk my ass around the block.
Get the car.
Drive around, get out, get you.
Yep. Yep.
But at the time, it's like, I'm not fucking backing down from these dudes.
Well, you learn, right? Is that
if they-
mature? But what is that?
It's
Maturity?
fucking stupid. It's
Is that just, but I'm saying for you yourself, maturity. What's up, guys? Make sure you find and follow us on Rumble. We're really trying to push the Rumble. It's got a great platform. I think you really like us on there. At Champion and Tramp. Make sure you follow us.
Let's get ready to
Rumble, young man, Rumble. Or just experience.
I mean, it's definitely like,
Well, you're a changed human. You had a wife. If you'd have left that restaurant by yourself, I bet you'd skip through that fucking alleyway. Wouldn't have thought twice about
and I
it.
probably wouldn't even. Ego shit's got to stay away, right?
I have an ego, definitely, when it comes to violence. I have a hardcore propensity towards violence, but only when something comes through my front door. I don't outside of that. I think I would absolutely pull my gun in the worst possible case scenario outside. If it was a fight or a brawl, I almost got into one on the side of the parkway the other day. That's a good story. I'll tell you, I would have beat the fuck out of that dude and never even thought about pulling my firearm. But guy threw a handful of change at my fucking truck, bro. Anyway,
What?
good story.
My favorite Parkway story is
I-
with the
Good
piss
story.
bottle.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
dude.
right in my face, dude.
Bro.
He threw a piss bottle in your face.
No, you
No,
don't
no,
remember
I told
that?
you this story. Louis ran it over when I blew my tire,
Oh, yeah,
and it
yeah,
shot
yeah.
right
Bro.
directly in my face. It's got to be a gay comment coming.
Well, you're good at the shooting in the face, though.
Dude.
So anyway, it would be a last case scenario with being a concealed carry outside of my home. Inside of my home, if my kids are there and you come through my front door or my window, I'm assuming that you mean us harm.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because nobody I know would ever do that. You know what I
Agreed.
mean? I'm not blindly shooting in the dark. I would never do that. But if you're an intruder and you have ill will towards me or my children, I'm a different human there. You know?
Agreed. So the other one I was going to tell you was, and I've said it in all the use of force classes, like, walk away. It's the best thing you can do.
Except
Yeah.
in your home.
Yeah. Well, until it fucking happens to you.
Right.
So we were at Prudential Center. We took the kids to Monster Jam. I'm walking with my little guy, 5-year-old. My wife is walking with her older guy. I'm watching a guy walk through the crowd of people, like towards the pisser. You can tell he's drunk. As he walks through, he fucking mushed my 5-year-old son's face. Dude, I snapped. I got in this fucking guy's face, against the wall, fucking choking him, sweeping him down to the floor while holding my son's hand, standing there like this, ready to pound this fucking guy, and I'm going, the fuck am I doing? I got a gun on me. I got this. What if this guy's fucking somebody and gets a bet? Like, what am I doing? I fucking blacked out. Who puts their fucking hand on a 5-year-old's face and fucking mushes him?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm cracking someone.
Yep.
Are you wrong? Am I wrong
I'm
for
just
what I did?
different when I have
like,
my kids.
It's fucked
Yeah.
up. Part of me thinks I'm wrong. I should have just let it happen. But
No,
I'm like,
hell
what the
no,
fuck
dude.
am I supposed to do?
Well, wait. Did you beat the fuck
No,
out of him?
no,
then,
no, no,
Then
no,
I don't
no,
think you're
no,
wrong.
no.
Then I don't think you're wrong at all.
But my thought process is right.
Because you have to understand,
I would have
everything you did, I would have done. But had you literally beat the fuck out of the guy, probably would have been a little excessive, maybe slightly understandable because he put his hands on a 5-year-old. However, you have to also understand what that would do to your kids.
Of
to see
course,
their dad
of
beat
course.
the living shit out of somebody.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Better than getting the shit beat out of you, right? My dad got his ass kicked.
Your kids have also grown up watching you kick the shit out of everybody.
I'm just saying, not really though. You know what I mean? Not really.
Been
Not
at
in
your
real
place.
life, on TV and stuff. You know
That's
what I
real
mean?
life, buddy. That's real life.
Yeah.
But still, in that moment, it's a lot different.
Has
right?
anything ever happened to you, Frankie, since you've been out and about?
I've heard a
Never.
ton of stories about Frankie and
Never.
road rage shit, but here's my question. This is interesting. You travel a lot, especially with Tino to wrestling tournaments. Have you ever had an altercation with your kid present or no?
Oh, wrestling tournaments. Guarantee it's happened.
And is it different for you? Do you act differently in front of, let's say, Tino, or even maybe?
I told this. I was at a. Tino was young. He was young, and it was a duel, which is a very tough duel, and he was getting his dick kicked in all day, and that was cool, man. He was going in and trying he was super young, so I didn't really care that much, and he tried every time. Went out there, was giving his heart, you know. So I was like, all right, that's cool, you know. He's not getting like he's not getting demoralized, or he's not coming back and fighting. He kept coming back and fighting. Last match, I went down and I fucking probably had 4 beers and 3 shots in like 15 minutes. You know,
Because it's tough for you to watch too.
No,
right?
no, just because like you know, we were down in AC. You know,
I was gonna say,
whatever.
what duel fucking serves booze? This is awesome.
No, this is down in Atlantic City.
Oh,
Down in Atlantic City. So me and my buddy, you know the buddy,
Yeah,
went down to the bar.
Another animal.
Yeah, went down to the bar. You know, banged it, and come back up. And now Tino's wrestling. He's getting his ass. Whatever. I'm cool. I'm the coach. I'm coaching everybody, and I'm in a good mood. And Frank was there, my stepfather, and he's like, you know, I'm like, he's like, yeah, he's like, this guy pushed me. I'm like, who pushed you? You know, so this guy fucking came up, and my dad at the time he had knee surgery. He was on a cane. He had a cane.
And some dude
This
pushed
guy
him?
fucking pushed you. I'm like, who put? You know, so now like, which he should have never said this to me because he knows the type of person I am.
Yeah.
You know, and I go and I wasn't gonna hit the guy. I'm not fucking retarded. I was gonna say, hey, you want to push an old man? Let's go talk about it outside. And honestly, outside, I probably was going to hit him. You know what I mean? I knew he wasn't going to say yes. So I was just going to punk this dude, really. So I go to get in his face, and then parents, like my kid, the kids I trained, parents wrapped me up from behind. So then I kind of just was like, I don't want anybody. I didn't know who was wrapping me at first. And I'm literally in this guy's face. I don't want no one cracking me with my hands. So I ended up wrestling my own parents for like 10 minutes. Renee jumped on me. Deli jumped on me. I'm throwing people off. And in that process, the guy that I was in his face, we'll just say somebody, ended up fighting him, hitting him, and biting him, right?
Oh, let me guess. They fucking said you did it.
Yes, they said I did it.
I know
They
the
said I
story.
did it. So I ended up having to get a lawyer. And the guy never even showed up for court, which is bullshit. He wasn't even from New Jersey. Or
Yeah, but
anything.
you still paid for a fucking lawyer.
I had to pay
Yeah.
for a lawyer, though. So, yeah.
So did Tino watch that go down?
I mean, I was dude, honestly, the whole security thing, I'm ashamed of it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I was wilding the fuck out, bro. Because I kind of blacked out. I didn't black out. That's so dumb. People like black out. I didn't black out. I was just so pissed. Because I was like, yo, people were grabbing me. Like, don't touch me. Stop touching me. I'm cool. Stop fucking touching me.
I'm the same way.
Everybody kept touching me. So I kept fucking throwing everybody off. And there was like, all, security guards from the tournament were all like, I want to go in there, but I don't want to go in there. You know what I mean?
Especially
I
girls.
didn't hit nobody or
Especially
anything.
girls. Your girl, your wife, your girlfriend,
Yeah.
whatever. If a dude's fighting, stay the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
Don't be wrapping
But
him.
I
don't
didn't
be
hit
wrapping
any- I
him
didn't-
up so
I
that
didn't
he's
throw
going to
any
take punches from the other dude that he's fighting.
Well, that's what I was worried about.
Stand back,
People were
yeah.
on my back. I'm like, it
my-
was dumb of me.
We were in Vegas. We were in Vegas years ago for a bachelor party, and my buddy Rich gets into a fight with a guy. We grabbed him right away, and he goes, "Let me go before he fucking punches me in the face." It was the same kind of bullshit, but dude, wrestling matches are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, I've refereed for
yeah.
7, 8 years.
Parents get into it.
I fucking refereed Region 6 for, bro, that place.
Yeah.
I fucking felt like I needed security to walk out to the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
That's about as
crazy.
nuts as it can get.
Fun shit, though.
A blast. Yeah.
So when did that happen? When was that?
Oh, that was, jeez. Tino was like 7 years ago.
Oh, so but you're still UFC. Everybody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I just went through my notes real quick. I make little notes because I'm an idiot and I can't remember anything. The one thing that we didn't cover, and sorry if I cut you off,
No, you're
Frankie,
good. No, not at all.
because I think this is informative. Did I cut you off?
No, not at all.
I think this is informative for a lot of people. I know if I wasn't here doing this podcast, I'd be listening to it because I want to learn about, because the laws are ever changing and stuff. Insurance in New Jersey for carrying, it's a requirement, correct?
Nope, not
It is not a requirement.
Not a requirement.
Okay.
They made it a requirement.
You have insurance?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
For the gun?
There's only one. There's only one in New Jersey, correct?
As far as I know, were you able to get it?
Yeah, but I did some reading up on it after I got it, and it basically says it doesn't cover you for. I want to phrase this correctly. Damages.
You don't have to say
For
it.
damages.
No, well,
it covers you
what do you want coverage
legal expenses like your lawyer fees, but it doesn't cover
Do you wanna-
damages. Like
do
I
you
think
wanna-
you could be sued civilly if by a family, let's say, if you killed somebody or whatever. You could. It doesn't cover those type of damages.
Civil.
Where other states do cover that. New Jersey, that's not offered.
Do you want to say the name or you want to talk about it later?
New Jersey Law Shield.
US Law
Shield.
Shield.
U.S.
Okay.
Law Shield.
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
insurance.
I said New Jersey. U.S.
It's not insurance.
It's not.
U.S. Law Shield is a thing that you pay for that gives you legal representation.
Correct.
If
That's what you got?
That's all I heard is
I
available
don't know
in New
anybody
Jersey.
that's ever used it. But
Okay, but is there
So you're
other
paying for
ones
something that
available?
nobody's ever used?
Exactly.
the
For a
governor.
while, the governor outlawed any of them. That's the only one that you can even get now.
Oh, yeah, sure. So you're paying for
So
something
there's
that no
a
one's ever
loophole.
used?
There's
No.
a loophole. Everybody's got it that I know.
No, U.S. Law Shield is a good thing, right? You have a card with a lawyer's phone number on it. God forbid somebody breaks in your house, you shoot somebody, you could call that number. That's your lawyer.
What if you got another lawyer that you know?
You better use whoever.
Right.
I always tell people, I don't give a fuck if you know a fucking real estate lawyer. Call him and get his ass there so you don't have to answer any questions.
Right.
Zero.
So, but elaborate on that.
So
because what I read is it will cover your legal fees, but will not cover any damages. Other states, they cover damages.
So I'm not
And
going
I
to.
also understand that our governor, our great governor here of the state, for a while outlawed any coverages, but they made it a requirement. So you basically had you had no ability to get what was a
liability.
requirement.
No, so the governor put an executive order out that said all insurance companies were not allowed to provide insurance
In New Jersey.
to firearms owners in New Jersey. He made an executive order that said you can't do that.
How ridiculous is that?
Then they passed a law that said you need insurance.
Right. My point exactly.
But that shit changed. So once I think that was July, they said that it was supposed to be July and it got.
So you're saying you don't even need it.
You don't
now.
need it.
You don't
Nope.
need it. Okay.
You can't even get it.
Right.
And unless that's changed in the past couple
Well, you
weeks.
can get that, but again, it's not what you need.
It's not insurance.
Correct.
It just gives you legal protection
Correct.
if you're involved in an incident.
correct. Yep.
And I don't know anybody that's used
So I
it.
hope that clears it up for a lot of people because you clarified it even better for me. I thought I still needed it.
Nope, you
Yet
So you don't need it at all?
Yet I knew it didn't give
You
me.
can't even get it.
I knew it didn't give me the coverage that
So wait, so what
people think
you're
they're
paying
getting.
for something you can't use?
It's like
really?
$200 for the year.
No,
but-
Okay.
No, he doesn't have insurance. He has a card that if something happens, he can call a lawyer.
Are you going to use that if something happens?
No, I would probably get my own, but at the
So
time
then-
I
so
thought
then-
I
so-
needed it.
So then,
So I just
probably-
got it.
So don't renew it for 24.
No, I wouldn't renew it.
Here you go. We're making money.
That's
No,
what I'm
you're.
saying.
I tell everybody, just dude, put a lawyer's phone number in your phone.
Right.
Put somebody in there that does criminal work, whoever it is.
My cousin Vinny.
Listen,
The two youths.
dude, if it's gonna get somebody there.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
fucking answer any questions. Get somebody there. Because again, they're not trying to hurt you. They're gonna go, "What happened?"
Say less.
How about this? It's fucking 3 a.m. I live here. That fucking asshole doesn't live here. He's upstairs in my house, and my kids are 2 bedrooms away.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to say what happened.
Right.
Pay attention to what happened here. I'll call my fucking lawyer.
Yep.
That's your best bet.
You've been following that case. Not that this has anything to do with anything other than a death. Have you been following that case? It's in Boston, I think, Massachusetts, where the police officer and his girlfriend were at another police officer's house. It's a big thing in the national news. They basically framed her for this murder. She was on trial for murder, but then they're uncovering more evidence where they think it was the other cop that killed him, and they found him frozen in a snowbank, essentially out by the street. They try to claim
What?
that she backed
That's
up. And
I didn't get none of that.
really, it's all over the news,
no,
bro.
but
All
explain-
over.
explain
They
it-
actually
explain it a
arrested the
little better.
journalist. All right, I don't have all the details, but early on, I had read or followed a little bit of this story that said girlfriend kills police officer boyfriend, right, in front of another cop's house, right? And then I followed the case a little bit more, and there was this one journalist who they just arrested that was all over this, like following it intently and reporting on. They just arrested this guy.
Why?
Because it's a cover-up, basically, is what they're saying. I don't know, again, allegedly. But anyway, I was wondering, because you're a cop, I wonder if you followed this. Essentially, they tried to say that she backed into him. They had a fight. You know, he went into the house. She stayed in the car.
He's the
cop. The cop that died. She backed into him with a car, hit him, killed him, and he died essentially in the snowbank. But she's saying she left, went home. He stayed in the house, never came back out, whatever. And they're saying the other cop killed him, and it's this big conspiracy cover-up.
Why did the other cop kill him?
I didn't get all the details, frankly.
Is there like a love triangle there?
I don't know. I'm sure it's something to that effect.
I got some friends in Boston PD. I was up there a month or two ago training, so shout out to Matt. He listens to the podcast all the time.
Right on, man. What's up, Matt?
I'll have to find out. I'll have to call Matt.
Yeah, Matt,
what's up
give
with
us a
this
call.
fucking story?
I'm sure I missed some details on that, but I thought maybe you'd followed it because it was about another, Leo. So
You know what's weird is I don't even watch the news.
yeah, I don't either because I don't believe anything that's on it. And again, for the haters, I'll say both sides. Both sides.
Agreed.
Fucking lie. to you,
Agreed.
You know.
I don't believe nothing.
I get
Nothing.
my news from you guys. So
Yeah.
watch
Listen,
Champion
ironclad, bro. It's ironclad.
Yeah, Frankie gets his news from Twitter, and I get it from Instagram. So we're good.
Perfect.
We're good. Eclectic
And I get it
mix.
from you guys, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I'm pretty simple, bro. I'm so simple. Keep our money in America, right? Make America better. Take care of American citizens. Give us our constitutional freedoms. And if there's some excess money, help other countries. It's fucking simple.
Help our people.
I said, and if,
Yeah.
after all that, if there's some excess money, then you can help other
You
countries.
can wire it to my account too.
Why don't you put your account number over there? I'm sure everybody would love to send you some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Especially the gun shit's crazy. Just let it be, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the statistics throughout the states. I mean, if there's fucking 100 million people have guns, how many legal gun owners are using them to commit crimes? Yeah, there's always some, but such a
not
small,
many,
small percentage.
And America's different than every other place in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have, first of all, we have a constitution. We have the Second Amendment, right?
And
But
the
there's something, well, the
know,
first, the fourth.
Well, it's funny, right?
But
The first,
we have
the first and the second are right there for a reason.
Yeah.
They are,
Right.
exactly. The second defends the first. But there's 350 million people, roughly, in the U.S., correct? They estimate that there's upwards of 300 million guns in the U.S. And these idiots talk, these leftist nuts, say, ban all guns, ban them all. How would you ever do that? How would you confiscate 300 million guns and totally refute one of our most important
I
amendments?
seen something that were like talking about, like, if like an enemy tried to come on our shores, they're like something about like there's a gun behind every blade of grass in America. You know.
Well, when you ask that question, who's gonna confiscate the guns? Who can do it? It's not gonna be the police. You're gonna lose your police forces.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your military to do it. Or are they gonna do it? The Navy SEALs gonna start knocking on people's doors,
Yeah.
coming to get their guns.
Let's talk about that a little bit. How do you feel about that? You know, that police officers, right? You swear an oath to the Constitution,
Yep.
right? First and foremost, that's your first oath, right? But there's a lot of police.
Is that what it is?
I watch.
You swear your oath
Oh, yeah.
to the
Of course,
Constitution.
that's
of
supposed
the
to
United
be
States and the state of New Jersey.
correct. That's supposed the Constitution of the United States is supposed to be your first oath. Your second would be to your state, and then I'm sure there's other things that you swear an oath to as well that are within the police department policy. But I watch a lot of, and I'm a little undecided on these guys. I couldn't stand them. I watched them because I loathed them at first. First Amendment auditors.
I love them.
I couldn't stand them at first.
Love 'em.
I like them now, especially a couple of them. Long Island audits. I like that guy.
When
he was
I
in
say-
Tom's River the other day. Shout
When I-
out Long Island
Hey,
audits.
when
But-
I say I love them, I don't love them like that.
right.
I've only had to deal with that one time as a cop,
Yep.
and I loved every minute of it.
Because you're on top.
They
of your
protect
shit.
our
Bro.
rights. They do. Some of them can be rude, arrogant dickheads. I don't enjoy those people
Agreed.
because I believe that they're looking for conflict. They're looking for possibly a suing
They're
situation
all
where
looking
they
for
could.
that.
Well, I don't disagree. I don't know that I agree with that. I think there are some who are that speak very articulately, that are always respectful unless they're disrespected, and then immediately goes to, sort of a confrontation sort of attitude. But they're very well versed in the law, usually more so than the police officer
Agreed.
they're dealing with.
Agreed.
However, their big thing is is with police enforcing policy, usually a building policy or a policy for a company or whatever.
Fucking
that is
COVID.
never law. It is never law.
Agreed.
So how do you feel about that? Should police officers be enforcing policy?
Hell no.
Because a lot of them do it.
Fuck no. Well, you got to understand why a lot of them do it. Have I enforced little bullshit policies that I don't agree with? Yeah, but that don't cost people their freedoms or
Right.
things like that. The one I dealt with was great. It was when New Jersey first did the medical marijuana. There was a group of guys going around to all the police stations, walking in and with cameras set up all over the place. Body cameras here, just trying to make you look like a dickhead for not knowing the law. They were very nice about it. They weren't dicks. Well, they came in. I work overnights. I was working a day shift. They call me and they go, hey, there's these fucking marijuana guys here from YouTube and they want to talk to a cop. I go, all right, I'll be right in. I literally had just read everything about it again. Walk in, you'll see a lot of cops, they're standoffish, right? They don't want to communicate with these people. I walked right in and go, hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you, Officer Bruno. Here's my business card if you need it. Like, totally took them by
That's always and I've watched a lot of it now, hours and hours and hours of it. If you start off on that foot, usually it goes flawlessly and so smoothly.
Then
usually.
they did the, like you did to me, bam, question, hot round here.
Right.
They started going, where can I medicate? Where can I do this? And I go, here. They were like, how do you know the laws? I go,
Guy's educated.
it's my job to know the laws. I go, this police department takes blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, oh, okay. He goes, you have any questions for me? I go, I have one question for you. I go, I've watched your videos. This one's going on YouTube, right? He goes, yeah, of course. That fucking video never made it to YouTube.
Yeah, because it wouldn't, controversial stuff.
My thing would be, you want to put up all
Show
the
the good and the
videos,
bad.
show the fucking good one too.
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off when it didn't go up. You want to highlight the bad ones? Okay, whatever, I get it.
Yeah, but say there are good guys.
Put the
in there.
good ones up
Yeah,
there
for sure.
And I'm not the only one. Listen, I got lucky. I read that shit 3 days before that.
Right.
So I was lucky that I was up to speed.
Yeah.
You ask me questions and I go, well, let me think about the train. It's not that I don't know it. It's like I don't want to say the wrong thing and be wrong. So when I was there, I gave them the answers they needed. I'm the same way if I pull. Listen, I don't love pulling cars over because it's just stop fucking with people that are going to work. But whatever. Pull a car over and the guy walks up and right away. He says, what? With his phone, I want your name and badge number. I go, hold on a minute. Here's my business card. That way, there's no.
Yeah.
Do you need anything else for your recording? And these people look at me like I'm fucking crazy, and I go, bro, you're being recorded too. You went
That sounds more like a sovereign citizen than a First Amendment auditor, but
well, you know how many people do that shit?
Right.
It could be a kid, dude. I've had fucking 18-year-old kids who are like, am I being detained?
Right.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
For what law have I committed? I go, bro, you ran through a fucking stop sign. You almost killed 9 people. What are you doing?
legal
Right,
stuff. Yeah.
Am I going to get a ticket? No. Stop being an asshole. Like, fucking learn how to drive.
Right.
They just want to rise out of you.
Sure. Yeah,
Never happened before cell phones.
Right.
Oh,
Agreed.
yeah.
Never happened before
That's
cell phones.
the
But
demise.
back to my question, do you? Because I guess the reason
Policy.
I asked this is as a concerned person over the direction our nation is going. Right, is unless we have more people stand up, especially in the law enforcement community, and do the right thing and stop enforcing policy and start just enforcing law because you're law enforcement officers. I mean, we're in a lot of trouble unless that happens, and you're kind of the first line of the people that need to stand up and do that sort of thing. And I'm not talking about you personally, but I'm saying in your profession, do you see that as being a real issue? And do you think the number of people that enforce policy is greater than the people that would refuse to do it?
It's hard to really gauge that number, but I know there are people that they'll do exactly what they're told to do.
Right.
I'm fortunate where I work. My bosses, they don't play that shit.
Yep.
Do you know how many phone calls we got during COVID? Fucking Christmas Day, we got a phone call. There's a large gathering at a house. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I knocked on that door.
Those people are the problem. Those people are the problem.
I knocked on that door. The people opened the door. I go, hey, Merry Christmas. They're like, is everything okay? I go, your fucking asshole neighbor just called and said there's too many people here. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your fucking party.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Jeez.
Like, really?
Unbelievable, man.
Fucking December of 2020 that was. That far after all that. Like, really? There's kids playing in the park. Who gives a fuck? Let them play. that was the one thing. COVID was one. And I said, if I get a fucking policy,
that's where it came
I'm
to.
calling out sick. I'm not coming to work. I'll fucking quit before the gun. The gun one was the biggest one.
Yep.
when Biden got in, the question was like, hey, what if it ever happens?
Right.
Gun take back. This was a conversation between SWAT team guys. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm quitting. I'm not fucking doing it. Dude, we're not going to make it. If you try to do that, you're going to die.
Right.
There's fucking 30 of us, man. It's never going to work out.
Right.
I will not knock on somebody's door and go, hey, can I see how many guns you have? Fucking not happening.
Yeah.
I'll quit.
Early retirement.
I hope there's
quit.
more people like you. I don't know.
There are, but then there's some that go, well,
Greg Anderson.
I got a job.
Greg
I
Anderson
I got to listen to my
would
you
be-
know, authority.
Yeah.
would be the epitome of that guy.
Greg Anderson
we had Greg
is-
Anderson on the show. I'm a huge fan.
me too.
If more men existed like him in the world or in the U.S., I don't really care about the world anymore because it's such a shit show over here. But if more men like him existed in America, we'd have a lot less problems. There's a man that risked it all.
He
stood
put his
up for
fucking
what
money
he
where his
put
mouth
his
is,
money
man.
where his fucking mouth is, and literally lost it all. In the end, I believe he's happier now. In the end, he kind of gained it all back, and he's doing pretty because people rallied behind him, right? But he did the right thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he stood up against tyranny. And the funny part is if he's told the story many times, he's told it on our show as well. But his police force, his chief, everybody backed him at first. They all backed him at first.
I know the story.
And they all fucking turned on him. All
You know
of
what,
them.
though? That fucking happens all the time.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah,
Hey, bro,
once-
you're good. You did good. And then a little bit of fucking politics come in and go,
Well, once people's livelihoods get put at stake, you know, that's what they do. That's what they would do.
They wouldn't-
They
that
say
can't-
we are gonna shit can you, and you're not gonna be able to feed your family. And they're like, oh, okay, you're wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get it.
yeah.
Where's your line?
No, well,
Where's
yeah,
your line? Where's everybody's line? I'll lose my job for certain things.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
figure it out. I'll figure out
I
how to
don't
make
got a
another
job,
income
bro. I
for
don't got a
certain
job.
things.
I don't got a job, Roger.
So the way I look at it is I would 100% quit my job over like gun take backs and all that shit. Fuck it. It's never happening.
Mm-hmm.
If you said to me, hey, go over there and enforce this COVID rule. Yes, sir. No problem. I'm going, sir.
You'll do it in your own way.
Yeah, when I get there, I go, hey, your fucking jerk-off neighbor called and said,
Right,
Merry
right,
Christmas. Hey, hey, officer, you want something to eat? Yeah, fuck it. Go in there and I'll eat dinner with him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what happened over there? Man, everything was fine. No one answered the door. There was no party going on. Like, fuck.
I have to say, we live in a really good town. We
Yeah.
live in. I think you'd agree with this.
Bro,
You're in a neighboring town.
Tom's
I think
River
we're
PD.
very squared away. They've always treated everybody I know very fairly. I know some guys there personally. They couldn't have made the CCW thing go any smoother for me. And in a bigger picture, we live in Ocean County, and we're blessed. If you have to live in Jersey, I say it all the time. This is the county you want to live in. You know what I mean?
I have to speak for Tom's River PD, one of the best PDs around.
Yeah.
100%. When it comes to CCW, they're awesome.
They're amazing.
But their cops are awesome
Squared
in
away
so
unit.
many
Yep.
ways. So
Yep.
many ways.
Yep.
You can shit on that guy that made a mistake that one day on TikTok.
Right.
Dude, they owned up to it. They said, hey, we're sorry. We made a mistake. That's the way to do it. They fucking owned up to their mistake.
Right.
And it was a bullshit mistake. They just said, hey, we could arrest you. Now, had they arrested the guy, he would have a lawsuit, and he would sue, and he would win.
Right. What would that be called? Unlawful detention or unlawful imprisonment?
False
or-
arrest,
Yeah.
you know. They would base it upon whatever. But, listen, Tom's River PD on a whole, fucking great PD.
Amen.
Great PD.
Couldn't agree more.
Great PD. They have some amazing officers. I've trained a whole bunch of them. They're awesome. CCW wise, they're at
We're just calling it CCW at this point.
whatever, bro. Everyone,
it's so much
if I
easier.
say PTC,
PWC,
fucking PWC,
Personal watercraft.
Tom's River is at the top of the list. The best other ones, Old Bridge, Marlboro. Those dudes are pumping them out.
Yep.
You apply, you're getting them in 3-4 days.
Dude, I don't want to shit on any towns, and I don't know. I don't know
I will
what they
gladly shit on a few of them.
All right, so I'll say my buddy applied before me, like months before me. I got in early because I took your class early. He was months before me, and he got his like 4 months after me.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
What town?
Mayville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of Monmouth County towns are. I don't think they're in the know, or they just don't give a shit.
Right.
You're getting your permit fucking 4 months,
Right.
dicking people around like the new form. Well, I don't like the date that's on it, or we need his certificate again. Like, fuck you. It's in the. You have my shit in the file. Just add it there.
No, even the clerk who didn't know even when I was dropping off because I was probably too early before they even got the memo from the state. You sent it to me the day you sent it to me. I was there the next day. But she said she knew who I was. She was like, Roger, just listen. We've got this guy. I won't say his name. Takes care of all this stuff. He is our gun guru. Just email it to him, and he responded the next day and said, hey, you're way ahead of the curve. You're like the first person that got this in, and he said, just tell your firearms instructor guy he's on top of shit. So.
I get a lot of text messages from people. They're like, hey, the guy in Tom's River said, thanks for this.
Right.
Fucking Tom's River's great.
Yep.
They're great.
Agreed. I believe that they want law-abiding citizens armed. I believe they do.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yep.
Better than good guys with guns than bad guys with guns.
Amen.
And there's enough of those around, especially like you said, the guys stealing cars.
Yep.
Oh man.
How would that go down? Let's give a scenario. I jump around. I go from you being a dad. We'll go back to your law enforcement expertise here.
What do you want, Frank?
Someone breaks into your garage, which this is.
There? Oh, great. I got it for you.
Yeah. Grab two. I'll take one too. Someone. Can you hear me, Rich?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Someone breaks into your garage and attempts to steal your $250,000 Porsche, and you catch them in the act, because this is a real problem in Tom's River right now. As a matter of fact, when you get off the jug handle to get into Tom's River, there's a big fucking sign. You see that lit up right on the off-ramp to get in town? It says, lock your vehicles up at night, car. You know what I mean? So it's become that big a problem. Somebody breaks in, and I think I already know the answer to this, but I want to hear it from you, and maybe other people do as well. Someone breaks into your garage to
Shoot him in the eye.
To steal your $250,000 Porsche, whatever, fucking Benz, whatever, right? And they're in the act of doing it, and you catch them in the act. What is your ability to do there?
Nothing.
It's essentially nothing, right?
I would love to tell you, fucking do whatever you got to do. It's property. It's insured. I hate to say this.
Can you? I mean, listen.
You can use force on them. You could tackle them, right? You could fucking.
Saying, can you when they're
can't shoot them?
No, you can't shoot them.
Yeah.
Say they're in their car, they're in your garage. You come out the fucking door. You're like, and you pull your gun. Get the fuck out of the car. Can you say get the fuck out of the car?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
But
if they keep going, you can't shoot them.
But be careful, right? If that dude's in the car and I point a gun and say, get out of the car, he gets out of the car and then pulls a gun out, and then you get into a gunfight and you shoot him.
Then what happens?
I'm not saying you're not justified. I'm no lawyer. But think about what these crazy fucking, I don't want to say crazy prosecutors, if they want to prosecute that, they're going to go.
At this point, you could say it.
Your actions caused that to happen.
Right.
If you just let him steal your car, sir,
this
that
motherfucker never came in
happened.
my garage. That shit would never happen, though.
You know what?
But
A dead guy can't talk.
you know what? It's not even that. They're going to look at it and go,
Yeah.
so he was there. Dude, it's so fucked up. As much as I would like to say,
No,
to you,
I knew that was the answer.
I want to run
Yep.
out there and I want to stop him and I want
Right.
to. Honestly,
Right.
fuck. As much as I hate, it makes me feel like less of a man. Let him steal your.
Do you
fucking
know much about
I hate
that?
it.
I again, I won't say we work. I know it's up north, but I would think that the Newark cops are quite well versed in this, because a lot of these cars from Tom's River
End up there.
end up in Newark, and they go to the shipping yards, and they end up in shipping containers, and they go overseas. But
I question whether that's actually really happening or not, because I know they're finding a lot of the stolen cars on the roads up there. Now, I'm sure at some point that's what would happen with them.
right,
But like, how do you hide a fucking yellow Porsche?
Yeah, right.
It's parked on the side of the road in Newark. Your Newark cop's gonna go, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And run the plate. It's fucking stolen.
right.
I mean, I ran into one last week. It was a fucking burglary of a pharmacy. The car that these assholes were in was stolen from fucking Shrewsbury. And where I work is 40 minutes north of Shrewsbury. They got in the car. I fucking chased after them, and they fucking turned their lights off. They were going 130 miles an hour. I got on the turnpike.
And you have to.
What am I going to...
Yeah.
Could I have chased them because it was a stolen car? Yeah, I didn't find out it was stolen until like 2 minutes later. But what am I going to chase them for?
Right.
If they crash and there's 4 of them in the car and they all died, they're going to fucking blame me. Or they hit an innocent person.
So
My ego, though, it's like, I want to chase them.
Yeah,
I'm
of
a
You're
course.
saying I should
cop.
start
I wanna
stealing some
catch 'em.
cars. I should start stealing some cars.
So
I'm sure nobody would recognize you. Like, I think I saw this motherfucker before.
Yeah, I know that guy's ears, even through the ski mask. So
Just
on
put the belt on when you do it.
Yeah.
again, because this is what you do,
Yeah.
to protect your home for people. And again, we're talking about break-ins are rampant right now. For not for
For
killing
cars.
families for cars.
Cars.
It's happening. People are coming into people's homes left and
Yep.
right, stealing their cars right now. What is the most important steps you can do to protect your home from that happening?
So I do that too. That's part of my business. Is I do security assessments for people.
Right.
I just did one 2 or 3 days ago. They
You
were
did one here as soon as you walked in. Frank, Jesus Christ. I'm talking about you, buddy. As soon as Rich walked into Frankie's house, literally, he's like, well, the front door was unlocked. You do have this big killer dog here that can protect you, but, so you kind of naturally probably have the tendency to do it wherever you go,
I
right?
thought of it, but Renee said it. She goes, oh, you're going to walk around and look? I go, no, the front door is already unlocked. I'm already in here. Hey, you know what? I got to deal with him and the fucking dog. I don't know which one's But, no, listen, when I do these things for people, the first thing I do is I drive their neighborhood.
Right.
You're on a fucking really nice street, so I would get out and I would walk around, and I would see what your neighbors do. I'd put my hood up, I'd walk around, I'd wave to people. People are so friendly. They're like, hey, how are you? How are you? I go, I'm great. How are you? Like fucking dumbass neighbors. They're not paying attention to shit. From there, I get in your driveway. I start fucking checking your door handles. Doors are locked. I look inside. Garage door opener. Great. I'm going to break the window. I'm going to take the garage opener. I'm in your house. It's that easy. Then I look to see what people's lighting looks like, security cameras, do you have motion sensors, driveway alarms, dog signs, alarm signs. I look for all that stuff. Walk around the house and take a peek. I'll start lifting windows. Your backyard, I could find ways to climb up and get up to the roof. And I probably assume there would be, one upstairs bedroom window probably unlocked somewhere. Is it alarmed? That's the way in. So that's the things I do for people. Then internally, we'll test their alarm systems.
I have like a say, come this way, come in here. I have one of those, like a lot map to get in.
That's where he keeps the gimp. The gimp is locked up down there.
So listen, let's talk about that. That happened to who's the UFC fighter? His house got broken
Anthony
in.
Smith.
Anthony Smith, badass motherfucker.
Broke into?
Yeah.
Bro, and
Did-
they
wait,
got
didn't-
they got
fight
into a
the guy.
brawl.
Didn't
in
Tim
the kitchen.
Kennedy? Didn't it happen to him too?
No, not Tim
They'd be
Kennedy.
dead. It would never
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
to Kim.
yeah. Tim
Kennedy's
Kennedy,
probably got the best security known to man. ISIS had it out for him for a while. They wanted.
I'm gonna
they had
look
it.
back. I think Tim Kennedy had, or Marcus Luttrell.
Marcus
Kennedy.
Luttrell's dog got killed. They stole his dog. He got into a high-speed chase with them. Called the cops. He's on the phone with
Yeah,
911
yeah.
doing 100 miles an hour,
Dude.
chasing a bunch of kids that stole his dog, and then they killed it.
I think something happened at Tim Kennedy's house 2 years ago.
I can't see Tim Kennedy, man. He's a straight-up fucking
I feel like
savage,
something
bro.
happened.
And he's-
I'm gonna look it up
people
later.
might no one breached his house. though.
No,
bet you
not
can't-
in the
yeah,
house.
no one
I think
breached it.
something happened outside.
You might be right.
And
You
I
might be
think
right.
that motherfucker
Yes.
ran out there with a rifle and
Yeah,
fucking detained the dude.
Yeah, you might be right.
I
Maybe.
think he
Might be
did.
right.
Maybe,
Might be right.
maybe.
Might be right.
Could you
Yeah, yeah.
imagine? You go, I'm gonna fucking break into a house today.
But it did happen.
Bringing
with,
the house is
what's his
fucking
name?
Tim Kennedy's
Anthony.
house.
You might be right.
What was
yeah.
his name? Anthony
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, happened. We're here. The
Who's
guy
a-
was on
but-
PCP.
And he
shit.
said, and Anthony Smith said, who's a straight fucking killer, bro.
Bro, he's as
Great
big
fighter.
as Roger.
Said, most scared I've ever been in my life. Bro, can you imagine if a UFC straight up killer that fights dudes for his
I
for
think
a
he
living,
was saying he was scared because his kids were there. You know what I mean?
right? But still, the fear, right, is still there. So,
yeah,
so
no, for
imagine
sure.
if your house gets broken into, what you're gonna feel as an
Bro,
average
God
person.
forbid you make me that scared. I'm killing somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel.
Well, that's weird, right? What would it take to scare you to that? Like if you're beating on somebody and they're taking it,
Yeah.
that's got to be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
I've seen that 3 or 4 times, and that shit, I'll tell you, it's scary. It's fucking scary. Dudes on PCP or meth or shit,
Yeah.
like that's crazy.
That's what I would say though. He was saying that Anthony Smith. He said, "I was on PCP. I was a hit." Then choke him. No PCP can stop a blood choke.
But
That's it.
for
I
him,
don't think your mind is working that way. It's
I
different
know,
than being
but I
in
mean,
a-
like, I don't know,
Well-
man. You're a fucking fighter. Your mind. That's how your mind works.
I'll tell you right now, the one guy we had that was fucking high on PCP, I thought at one point we were going to have to kill him. And I said out loud, I go, somebody's got to choke this guy unconscious. This was years
right.
ago.
Am I right though? Yeah.
Thankfully, eventually, he just fucking said enough was enough.
Yeah.
He was taking too much and he gave up. But in my head, I said, holy shit, somebody's got to choke this guy out.
Yeah.
That would have been the only thing that worked.
But it's not. I bet you they could go without oxygen. It's the blood. When you cut their blood off, the brain just stops.
My favorite one ever was we got a call. There's a naked guy walking down the street. I go, oh fuck, this guy's on PCP. He was walking.
No, it's just Frankie's friend.
He was walking.
He sends me this video today. He goes, I went to high school with that dude.
Yeah.
It's literally a naked ass dude beating the shit out of like a
tell me he didn't
7-year-old
walk
man.
off. Tell me he didn't walk off like he was Conor McGregor, right?
Did he really?
Oh my God, I showed you.
Oh, I gotta see that video.
Yeah.
But the one we had, he was walking. And I go, hold on a minute. If he walks 2 more houses, he's in the other town. I go,
Let him go.
he kept walking. I'm like, hey, let them know. I got a fucking naked guy.
I hear. It's funny.
Dude.
Funny you said that because obviously a ton of bodies get dumped in the Hudson River, right? I hear that like if it lands on the Newark side, they just push it back over to the New York side. Nobody wants to deal with a dead body.
We always goof around like there's an accident in the middle of an intersection. Cops from the other town go, bro, this is yours. Like, fuck you, it's yours. No, it's yours. Just no one wants to do the fucking paperwork.
Right.
It happened to me when I was my first year as a cop. So fucking deer got hit by a car, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're in your town. The guy goes, nope, and I never shot a deer before. So I take my gun out. And I go, are you sure? He goes, yeah, you're good to go. And the fucking deer goes, like, please don't shoot me. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, I can't shoot this fucking thing.
Shit.
Fucker lied to me. I didn't realize where the border was. I was in his town. He goes, fuck you. He goes, now you got to do the paperwork. I'm like, you dick.
Oh,
You dick.
shit.
Fucking funny. But funny story about people with guns, concealed carry permits. My first 3 months as a cop, I pulled a car over for, I'm sure at the time, was some crazy infraction, probably fucking doing 2 miles an hour over the speed limit. I walked up to the car and there was a gun on the dashboard.
Get out.
So I was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, put your hands up. The guy's like, relax. He's like, I got a fucking concealed carry permit. I go, get out of the car.
Sealed, pal. Yeah.
He comes out of the car. I get him to the back. I pat him down real quick and I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on? He goes, I have a concealed carry permit in North Carolina. I go, dude, you're here. You can't do shit like that.
Yeah.
So he's like, am I in trouble? I go, yeah, you're in trouble. But then I thought about it. I go, hold on a minute. This guy's legal. He's doing the right thing. He's not bothering nobody. I go, all right, listen.
Well, he did a dumb thing. He shouldn't have left it on his dash, but
Well, he says
left
in
it
North
under the seat and told you it was there.
He said where he lives in North Carolina, you just do that. You put it there, and the cops go, "Oh, okay, thank you." Like that's
I see.
their thing.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I said to him, "I'm going to take the gun. I'm going to unload it. We're going to put it in your trunk, separate containers.
Yep.
You have to follow the laws here." And I sent him on his way.
Yep.
He was like, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much."
Now that happened in Hamilton. This story I've talked about it
Did
before.
it?
That happened in Hamilton,
New Jersey?
in New Jersey. It was a guy from a different state, and they hemmed him up like.
When was that?
I don't know.
Like
Years ago.
3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say was, now think about body cameras today.
Right. Right.
So in that same scenario,
Right.
what do I do with that guy?
Yeah. Tough one. You got to
Well,
cover your ass.
But
You
now I
gotta
pointed
film
a fucking gun at him.
it. Yeah. Right.
He's got a gun, illegal. Like it's a legal gun, but it's a unlawful possession. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yep.
Yeah.
People, please follow
But
the
that-
law.
that- but that's
like,
the problem,
I'm
though.
worried, dude. Like,
But don't, like,
I'm a cop who owns a firearms training company. If that happens tomorrow, like, bro, I gotta lock that guy up.
Right.
That's gonna sink my reputation in my business because this guy made a fucked up choice.
Yep.
That's one thing that I'm worried about.
Something that I asked you. I won't get into specifics, but I asked you a few questions about because I was confused. Right. I have my concealed carry here. I have my non-resident in Florida. I have my non-resident in Virginia, and I have my non-resident in New Hampshire, which covers me for like literally 45 states or 46 states or something like that. Not any of the ones that I need to drive through, like New
course.
York, but anyway, regardless, I'm covered for almost anywhere, right? But I reapplied for my New Hampshire because I had a 5-year and it was about to expire, and I reapplied. And in the application, it says, "What is your reason for applying for the state of New Hampshire CCW?" And I simply wrote Second Amendment because I'm a proud patriot, right? I feel like that's all you needed.
And they
it
fucking
didn't
denied you.
They denied me.
Of course.
I got a denial letter.
Live free or die, no?
I got a denial letter, and I got my check back. So obviously I called you, and I wanted to go on because of the Bruin ruling, which they're not allowed to ask,
Agreed.
right? I wanted to go on a personal tangent and write a huge, big, long email. You recommended that I didn't do that. You said, just reapply and explain that you didn't understand that. You thought Second Amendment was inclusive, but of course you're applying for personal protection while you're in the state of New Hampshire, which is what I did. But I did mention the Bruin ruling. 5 months went by. 5 months, nothing. I called, I left because I didn't know the exact number to call because all these websites for different states are very confusing. So I just called the state police one. I entered the the extension for where I thought I needed to be. Maybe I wasn't right. And I left a couple voicemails. 5 months went by. And finally, I'm like, I got to get to the bottom of this. Clearly, but I never got my check back, and I never got a denial letter. So one day, I sent an email, and I guess I got through the right guy. And he writes back, I'm actually processing yours today, Roger. And in my head, I'm like, no, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. No, you were not. You knew that what you did was unconstitutional, and you knew that you could get hemmed up if you didn't do the right thing. So I got it. But, but now my question is, will that denial show up in future applications?
It might. Well, it might.
Because I got a denial, but then I got an approval 5 months later.
Remember what I said. Always disclose that denial.
Right.
If somebody ever said to you, here, were you ever denied? Yes, I was on this date. 5 months later, they approved it just because I wrote the wrong thing on the application.
But it wasn't the wrong thing.
Well,
it would have been the wrong thing
according to them
with the old application before the Bruin ruling. The Bruin ruling now states that you don't need a reason, correct?
Yep, correct.
So I thought the Second Amendment was just extra. I didn't even need to write that, but I did.
But again,
and isn't that inclusive of personal protection?
Of course it is.
I mean, that's.
But you got to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
As much as you don't want
to. I played the game. I didn't want to play it, but I played it.
I know. If you want the permit, play the game.
I played it, and I got it. And
I get people all the time. They're going, I'm still fucking waiting. I'm going to go down there. I go, listen, let me tell you something.
Don't do that. Yeah.
You can go down there. That's your right to do that. But I can tell you,
it's not going to go well.
That fucking thing is going to get to the bottom of the pile. It's going to keep.
Well, I took your advice, and I was kind about it. I wasn't assertive, but I just said, I thought that because of the Bruin rule. Anyway, he basically just said, look, I'm approving it today. You should be good to go. You should have it shortly. And that's all I wanted to hear. So
listen, when this happened, it happened so fast. It really overwhelmed a lot of police departments. Right. They didn't know what to do. So I'm not going to sit here.
But I had it for 5 years prior.
Oh, I'm talking here. I'm talking
here. Yeah.
But here, it overwhelmed everybody. They didn't know what to do.
Right.
It was like this mass rush. Some places really, really stepped up and did exactly what they were supposed to do. Some places were just like, well, we're going to wait for guidance. You're never going to get it. It's not going to come from this state.
Right.
They were like, okay, this is good. But they didn't put out any guidance. The Attorney General finally said something about this is what the training needs to be. So that's just the way it is. You got to play the game as much as you don't want to.
Yep.
Now, listen, you could just do it and say, well, fuck the game. I'm going to jump on and file lawsuits and do all this. You can do that. That's your right to do it.
What do you think the odds are? Because Maine, when I grew up, was not a constitutional carry state. It only became a constitutional carry state within, I don't know, maybe the last decade, maybe even less than that. Do you think there's ever a chance in hell that Jersey will ever become a constitutional carry state? Ever?
I would hope so.
Yeah. But what about reciprocy laws? What about that?
I would hope so.
Why
not?
Yeah.
Why not? If you're legal somewhere else, why can't you be legal here?
Yeah.
Especially if it goes to the Supreme Court, right? That's like over the country. No.
Well, if it makes
Supreme
it
Court
up,
is the end all.
If it makes it up there now,
that's the end all, right?
I think it's a positive. It goes our way. Who knows what happens if a few more retire or, God forbid, to the next.
Well, the Bruin ruling was 6-3. It was good numbers. We had 6 on our side. 3 ruled nay, but. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen, especially with this administration. But
because there was talks that they were going to add more justices to pad the numbers, like that
didn't happen. Thank God that didn't happen.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think what happens just by them changing the rules, just to benefit their narrative.
Yeah, we could go on all night with that.
All night. And even just talk about the gun part of it.
Yep,
the gun part of it's horrible.
Right.
It's horrible. I just wish more people would get on board and realize, like, excuse me, when I started this company, I actually wanted to start it in 2019. You know what the idea was to start it? Was my friend said to me, he goes, hey, I want to buy a gun, but my wife hates guns. She won't let me have a gun in my house. I go, why? He's like, I don't know, she's scared of them. Come over to my house one night. They came over, we had drinks. Before drinks, we went in the basement, and I gave them an intro to a handgun class. And she was like, oh, it makes a lot of sense. Then we went to the indoor range over close to here. I let her shoot. She was like, oh, my God, I see it in such a different light. He buys guns. They have guns now. When I saw that happen, right, my wife and I talked about it. We were like, hey, let's start a business. Like, I've been training cops for years. let's start to train more cops and let's train civilians, right? Civilians. I fucking hate that word. I'm sorry I used it, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, let's do it this way. That was one of the things that said to me was like, wow.
Right.
I kind of get this now. Like, I'll market
the fear of something you don't know.
Hey, I'll market it to guys like, hey, your wife won't let you have a gun?
Yeah.
Come to me and I'll fucking change your mind for you. You know, like,
that's great.
But like, so that worked out, and she was like, you really, really put it in perspective that this is not going to kill me unless I do something stupid with it. We did it in my basement, and then we went to the range, we shot, then we went to Beacon 70, and we ate dinner, and we got drinks. But like, holy shit, I think I might have something here.
Yeah.
Like, I've been training cops, I'm on the SWAT team, do this. Let's see what happens.
Well, I think also what you offer, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you kind of walk people through the process. That's what's so daunting to most people.
I do that too, yeah.
Especially women, right? Like I'm speaking, secondhand for my girlfriend who wants to get it in the worst way, but is like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where, because it is a process. It's definitely a process. But if someone can help you with it, because most people don't know where to start.
Yeah, like if you don't know,
literally don't know where to start.
It's overwhelming if you don't know the process.
Right.
For me, I'll do it for people where I'm like, listen, this is what you do. You want to get on FaceTime and I'll help you do the application? I do that shit for people too. Mm-hmm. It's weird, right? I'll be home and like, oh shit, this guy's FaceTiming me right now. I'm sitting at the table, the kids are going fucking crazy, and I'm like, yeah, when you go and buy this fucking gun, you do. My kids are like, you talking about guns? What kind of guns you got?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It was funny though. I remember showing them the video of you and Renee shooting the rifle. Yeah. My son's like, "Is that real?" I go, "It's real. It's real." Especially
that's another thing, and I'd love your opinion on that, Rich. Is getting our youth involved and our children involved. And so the day I took my kids to the range, I've taken them twice now. The day that we went, everything on that range was single shot.
Yep.
Everything.
100%.
There's no, you can't sweep. You can't sweep somebody, but there's no danger if they do sweep somebody. Sure. Right? It's a single shot, and we had the best day. My kids both enjoyed it. It was a day of patience, being very patient, because kids remember all first outings of anything, right? And they remember parents' reactions and stuff. I didn't want that day to go sideways. I wanted them to enjoy it, have a great day, and they want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both remember it fondly. So
I do that with some adults. Single shotguns.
Yeah.
I've had people that are so just unsafe, fingers on the trigger the whole night, one shot at a time, until they start to get it down. For kids, dude, I started with my kids with Nerf guns and BB guns.
Yep. BB guns are perfect.
I started
Daisy
it with
Red Ryder. That's my first gun ever. Probably my favorite gun to this day,
I got
bro.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy does have one.
I have a picture of my son when he was 4 holding a BB gun that was bigger than him, like this big ass BB gun. And if you watch his finger was indexed up.
Perfect trigger position, perfect finger position.
Yeah. He had a birthday party. He had a Nerf gun birthday party at some place, and we're there. And all right, hey, the rules are this: if nobody's wearing eye protection, but he's yelling at kids, "Get your finger off the trigger." We're not. I'm like, fuck yeah, he listens.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm finally at the point where it's time. We're gonna bring him soon. I got a Ruger 1022 from the shoot. Yep. A couple small 9s that'll shoot or whatever the case may be. But he knows guns are not toys.
Exactly.
He's never really seen one or held one besides seeing me come and go. Mm-hmm. I fucked up and I left a rifle magazine in my closet. Fucking big ass rifle magazine. Him and the little guy come running. Dad, there's something in the closet. You got to see it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm running there. He goes, it's something we're not supposed to touch. It was a rifle magazine. I go, oh, good job, buddy. Good job.
Exactly.
Like they get it. It wasn't a gun, but just that part of it, they are fucking sponges.
Yep. Yeah.
Listen, there's some traumatic stories out there about kids, and I have a personal
it's the worst fear. Yeah.
Dude, I have a personal friend who it happened to, and it's a horrible story, and. Listen, kids are determined. Don't make it easy for them.
No.
Don't make it easy.
Assume that if it's there, they're going to pick it up.
Don't make it easy for them.
Right.
If you have your shit locked up, have it locked up.
Always.
Don't have the fucking combination to the safe written on top of the safe.
No.
I have a biometric in my bedroom.
Perfect.
Biometric, which has got a secondary punch-in code. They don't know the code to.
But
my concealed is often around, but
Fine.
I'm always there. They see me bring it to my car all the time and put it under the seat. They're like, "Oh, Daddy, you got your gun on your day?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I do."
So in my house when I come in, I have one of those little biometric safes that It opens, gun goes in it, boom, closed.
Yep.
You know, it takes me 2 seconds to open it if I need it.
Right.
In the car, it's always on me. They know it's there. But my little guy's out of his fucking mind. He comes running to tackle me one day, head first, and he goes, "Oh!" He goes, "Daddy, what was that?" I go, "Oh, it's my belt." He goes, "You wear a plastic belt?" He's like, "What the fuck was that?" Crashed head first into a fucking gun. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like my wife's gonna kill me. But they're sponges.
They certainly
Everything
are.
they see, they know
certainly
it.
are.
The one thing about those safes is they're easy to open when they get older.
Right.
You'll have to upgrade to
Something
something.
biometrics.
Dude, you put a fucking screwdriver in there. It pops
Oh, really?
right open. I mean, not that easy. Put it upside down with a screwdriver and a hammer, thing pop
Yep,
right open.
yep.
So if kids want it, they're gonna get it. We just got to be super careful
Mine is
about it.
over their height. They can't reach it, either one of them. It's in my closet
Yep.
up pretty high.
I probably
But
can't reach you.
Frankie couldn't get it either.
But just listen, don't leave your shit laying around. Before kids, my house had guns everywhere, rifles, shotguns, fucking handguns everywhere. It was weird. The first week we were home with my son, my wife goes, "I don't want that gun right there." Fuck is the kid gonna do? She goes, "I just don't want it there." I'm like, "All right, I'll put it in a safe," and I bought a bunch of safes, put them in there.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Just don't make it easy for them.
Yeah, I've been go. Like, I remember I got a gun, and a friend of mine was like, "Dude, why you got a gun? Your kids will get it." I'm like, "Bro, my gun's gonna be in a safe.
Fucking
my
locked
kids
up.
cannot get it. They will not get it."
I think it's my personal opinion. I don't know if you fellas want to chime in. If you agree, more women should carry. They're a
Fuck yeah.
much higher target. They're at much higher risk than we are because they're obviously physically not as strong. Men obviously want something from them, right? Evil men, right? And I feel like they should really be listening to this and signing up. I try to encourage my girlfriend all the time.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to do the paperwork. She's being lazy. She's like, "Can you help me? Can you help me?"
It's
I'm
online.
like, "I'll help you."
It's so easy.
Right.
When it comes, listen,
I know other people who are a little lazy too that can't seem to get the paperwork done.
Yeah, I don't know anybody like that.
listen. I've gotten my ass kicked at jiu-jitsu by a bunch of girls. So I'm not going to say that they're not as strong as us. I got my ass kicked.
Well,
a handful of
would
times.
you? I think it's a fair statement
no.
to say they're more vulnerable.
Of course.
They are. I'm not saying there's not badass chicks.
I say
out
it to
there,
my wife. I say it to my wife all the time. Be aware. Just be aware. Be vigilant. Right? Like when I put my kids in my car, I open the back door.
Look at your surroundings,
Bro, I treat them like they're the fucking president.
Right.
I open the door. I'm looking around.
Right.
Everyone's like, "You're paranoid." Fuck you. They're my kids.
Right.
If it's just me, who cares? If something happens to me, who gives a shit? I open that door. I look around. Right before I close the door, I lock the fucking door. I close it. I get in and I drive away.
I really do believe, because I'm sure we're going to come across as nuts to some people. I really do believe the percentage of anything violent happening to you, even in your own home or out like that, like you're talking about, is so minutely low. However, it is there. It is present. And if that something does happen, I'm going to be prepared, unlike those people who weren't and who are now dead.
Yep. There's a. I don't remember exactly when and where, but there was a. Up in like Massachusetts somewhere, wherever it was, that these two fucking shitbags that got out of jail, they show up at this fucking doctor's house, they break in, they freaking kidnap him and his kids, him and his wife, they tie his ass up and they put him in the basement while they did, I can't even say the most god-awful things that they did to his wife and daughters upstairs while he laid down there tied up. You would have had to fucking kill me. You're not tying me up unless you kill me. Or I'm unconscious. You're not tying me up.
Yeah.
I'm going fucking crazy.
What about? And
Well, that's a good question for Frankie.
Go ahead.
How many people do you think it would take to handcuff you?
I don't know. I'm not that big.
It don't.
What
But
about-
you had to knock me out.
You think I?
You
could
had
put
to
a-
knock me out.
You think I could put a ball gag in your mouth and handcuff you?
No, but you had to knock me out, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
So like that shit we talk about with cops is, dude, a guy Roger size who's just out of his fucking. It's gonna take 3-4 guys to fucking handcuff him. Guys that aren't trained, that don't know any jiu-jitsu, nothing. It'll take 4 guys, and we're gonna fuck him up bad. Which we
4, I think it'll take 6. He's taken 6 guys before.
But look at like Roger's fucking 6'4". How much do you weigh? 250,
260 now. Yeah.
You know, I don't care. You're not getting handcuffed if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You're not.
I'll
getting...
handcuff him.
What about?
So wait, hold on.
what
So
about
wait.
the
Did you
guy-
just say You want to come to a police training session with Roger and we're going to do this shit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, Frankie just committed. We're doing it.
It's not going to go well for me. I think I could give him he's just so goddamn athletic and so talented. But I got 1 minute of solid fucking, like, just take it to him, and I'm pretty big. If I could get a hold of him, maybe I could get him to the ground. I'm never going to win. He's still going to get up. But maybe I could get him down, hold him down for a minute. I don't know.
Actually, I think that's a great idea.
After 1 minute, it's fucking over. I'm going to be like,
How about this one? You want to come to one day, and I'll go to a bunch of cops. Like, all right, hey, we got a guy that's going to come help us out today. Let's see how many guys it takes to handcuff him.
I would love to.
Yo, and you walk in the door. You want to do it?
Frankie's dying to fuck me up.
Oh, shit.
Dying to fuck me up. Dying.
Guys at work would be, if you're listening, you better get ready,
Listen,
motherfucker.
I to this day, I can't stand this fucking prick, but I'm still his biggest fan as a fighter. There's a picture of us from 20 years ago, probably. He's got me in, what is it, Kimura?
Key lock.
A key lock.
who
He's
is
got
it?
me in a key lock. Frankie.
Oh.
Like 20 years ago, bro, and I was tapping, bro. I was trying not to tap, but I was tapping.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was a straight arm bar.
Was it a straight arm bar? Yeah.
But I've always said that, dude. It's hard to handcuff somebody that doesn't want to be handcuffed.
Dude, hell yeah.
It's hard without hurting them.
Of course.
Or choking them out or something like that.
You
It's
put a little
hard.
excess on them, right? But you're not allowed to no more.
Nope.
That's crazy. Like, you can't choke anybody, but you could hit them. Can you hit them?
Yeah.
Well,
But that's
listen,
worse. Isn't that worse?
Of course.
The whole George Floyd thing changed a lot, right?
Listen, that
That changed a lot in police tactics.
there's
right?
two
I just heard something about that today.
there's two things that I could think of since I've been a cop that have changed relations with the community and police. One of them was the fucking Harvard professor who do you remember the story? Harvard professor was on the porch of his house and he was trying to get in the window because he forgot his keys. Somebody called and said, "Hey, it happened to be an African American guy. He looks like he's trying to break into a house." The cops show up and they go, "Hey, show us your ID." And the guy goes, "I live here. Well, we got a call that said you're breaking into a house. Show us your ID that says you live here and we'll leave." And he goes, "No, I'm not showing you shit." And they arrested him. Fucking Obama goes on TV and says, "They did it because he was black and all this shit." And then they had beers in the Rose Garden at the White House. Obama, that guy, and the cop. And he literally just jumped on the whole race thing right away. When the cop said,
We just had
"Okay,
beers.
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You want me to just take his word for it that he's not a burglar and just leave?"
Wait a minute. Wait, I don't know that story at
You
all.
don't know that story?
It ended well if they were all having beers together.
Well, so here's what happened. So the call comes in that there's an African American guy breaking into a house.
yeah.
Cops show up. They find the guy on the porch. They said, "Sir, what are you doing here?" He goes, "I live here." They're like, "All right, well, we got a call here that said you're breaking into the house. May we see your ID?" "No, not showing it to
No,
you."
I get the story, but how did that affect you policing wise? Because it seems like that
That
certainly
was-
a much different outcome than George Floyd,
Well,
right?
when the president of the United States goes on and says, "This white cop
Right.
just did this to
Oh,
this guy because he's black,"
stirring the pot.
it
Yeah,
started
yeah,
right away.
yeah,
It
yeah.
started there.
Race tension, yeah.
Right away.
right,
It
yeah.
started with
I
that
got
right
you.
away. Oh, well, this guy did.
Right.
How about just call it what it was?
Yeah.
If the guy would have just simply went, "Here's my ID, sir.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate the fast response." Like, if it were me and I'm kicking in the window of my house and the cop comes and shows, "Hey, give me your ID." Absolutely, bro. Here's my ID.
yeah.
Dude, thanks for
Listen,
getting here fast.
When I get pulled over, I'm always super respectful. I always turn the music down. I always roll all my windows down. And I look at it, and I've always looked at it like since I was a kid. This is how I view it, right? And this is, maybe a silly way to look at it, but when I was a kid, I used to get yelled at by police officers. And now that I'm an adult, like, I understood why they were doing it. Most of them knew my family or knew my dad or whatever, but I look at it now, I'm an adult. Like, if you're going to do that, right, and you're going to pull up, and I'm yes, sir, no, sir, I'm not being disrespectful, and I've never been disrespectful being pulled over, but I'm yes, sir, no, sir, rolling my windows down, and you're screaming at me, usually it's on a motorcycle, and yelling at me, whatever. You're taking the role of my father now. Now you've taken the position of being a fatherly role, right? Which is fine.
No, it's not.
No, it's fine. If you're going to say, slow the fuck down, and fucking, you're driving like an asshole, blah, 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 give me your license, run my shit, and be like, all right, listen, you know you're a dumbass, you drove like a dumbass, get home safe. If you do that and then write me a ticket too, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to yell back at you because you could have just wrote me the ticket. You didn't have to be my dad too. You know what I mean?
I just don't. I don't know why guys take it so personal.
Yeah.
If you're doing a $140 down the highway, yeah, granted, you could cause an accident and other people can get hurt. I get it. If I pull you over, I'm just gonna walk up and go, bro,
you're getting a ticket.
bro, you're doing 140. What do you, whether you do or you don't? I'm not saying I'm gonna, but what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
bro?
if you're doing, listen, I'm not stupid. If you're doing 140, you absolutely deserve a ticket. And I've deserved a ticket. A bunch of them that I got, I deserved it. Sure. But especially when I was younger, not
Just
so,
don't
not so much
talk
now.
shit.
When I was younger, they would scream at me for 10 minutes and then write me a ticket. I would be like, I'd be so mad when I leave. I'd be like, I thought I was getting out of that because he yelled at me so bad. I would have been more of a dick if I knew I was getting a ticket.
There's no reason to yell at people on those things. You could just simply walk up and go, bro, 140? Are you fucking crazy? Listen, I got to give you a ticket.
Right.
I got there's nothing I can do. There's no
140. Lose your license now.
As somebody that's done 140 before, I would say, listen, you're doing your job. You're doing your job. I would never take umbrage for that or ask for a favor. I don't deserve a favor.
It's just the way that people approach you. If I
It's the
walk up to you and be
approach,
like, hey,
yeah.
you fucking asshole, you're
Right.
going to be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right,
I get it. But that's the way you got to talk to everybody.
Yep.
I don't listen.
Yep.
Remember what was it? Fucking Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Be nice.
So it's time to not to be nice.
When it's time not to be nice, I'll tell you when it's time not to be nice.
Right.
Honestly, like,
Dude, that's how I am when I get pulled
That's
over,
true.
though. Also, like, I'm fucking super nice.
of course.
Always.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yep.
That's all. They want you to fucking give them some respect. I'm down with it.
But
You
here-
deserve my respect.
How about
You know what I
this?
mean?
How's it going today?
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
just be nice to people.
Yeah, always.
Dude, it's one of the weirdest things when you pull people over. Like, everybody wants to either be nice to you or they want to be a dick.
It's one or the other. Yeah.
Years ago, I pulled over a guy who was wearing a fucking Red Sox.
Can you wait? Can I ask this? Can you tell what they're gonna be based on their bumper stickers on their car?
Sometimes. I did one of the best ones I ever stopped was a guy that had a sticker that said, "I'm on my way to the gay bar."
Oh, wow. You pulled Roger over before? You didn't give him a ticket?
That was
nice.
that was him. He was yelling at me.
Bro, I
understand that?
I walked up to this guy's car. I couldn't stop laughing.
I've been to a gay bar once in my life, by the way, and guess who it was with? This is the honest to God truth. I've been to a gay bar once in my God.
Remember you told that story.
Yeah.
I walked up to the guy's car and I go, I'm laughing. He goes, like, what's so funny? I go, oh, I like your bumper sticker. He goes, what bumper sticker? He gets out. He goes,
His friend put it on
fucking
there.
assholes put
Yeah.
that
Oh,
sticker.
did he?
I'm like,
That's great.
I was like, yo, that's
That's
awesome.
great.
That's like the people that shove the giant vibrating dildos in their friend's luggage
Oh,
right before
that's
they go
great.
through. Yeah.
But there was a guy one time I stopped. He's got a Red Sox jersey on. It was opening day, like Yankees were playing the Red Sox like 10 years ago. I go, oh, bro, you're definitely getting a ticket. You're in fucking Yankee country. Guy goes, I don't find that funny. The guy went in, like, signed an internal affairs complaint against me. He's like, his demeanor was not right. I go, bro, I was joking with you. They didn't care.
Wow.
But literally,
Wow,
I go,
that's
that's
crazy.
exactly what I said. I was busting the guy's balls. I didn't even give him a ticket.
Yeah.
These guys are weird.
People
man.
are.
They've removed, and I listen because let's be honest, they're corrupt cops. I
Of
understand
course.
why
Of course.
body cameras are there now. I understand, but they've removed basically any discretion from police now.
No, not really. For motor vehicle stops, for tickets, we still have full discretion. If I pull you over, I do not have to give you a ticket. There's no such thing as a quota. Yeah, you get pressure to stop more cars and write more tickets. We get it, but there is no pressure for
So
that.
okay, I'm
There's no
not. I'm
quota.
not saying there is, but that 140 mile an hour scenario you just gave. If you pulled somebody over doing 140 and that was on camera, and that's a pretty egregious traffic violation, right? You could give that guy a pass.
You could.
Really?
You'd probably get questioned about like
Yeah.
140. Like,
Yeah, right.
you know, I mean, the simple answer would be is if you're if you're a state trooper sitting on the side of the park range, you don't feel like doing it, and the guy goes by, well, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna catch
Stop.
him.
Yeah, right.
That had a motorcycle go by me, and listen, I'm
Listen,
in a
I saw one.
no highway
I
town.
saw one yesterday. I'm making the jug handle on 37, right, to cross over Route 37 to go to my house. I have a Toms River PD right behind me, and he couldn't move. He was boxed in. He couldn't move. But this motorcycle, and I've ridden bikes my entire life, and I've certainly sped. I've tested the limits of bikes. But on Route 37, I've maybe touched 100 miles an hour here and there, just fucking blipping on it. This dude, I heard it coming, like a mile away. I heard this bike coming. He went past me on Vaughn Avenue, and every bit of what this bike would do, it had to be doing $160. I'm not joking.
What? On 37?
I am not joking, bro. I've never seen a bike go that fast on Route 37. This guy behind me he just sat there. Light turned green. We crossed over. He went the other way.
But what's he gonna do?
Nothing.
Yeah, right,
Nothing.
Nothing.
That guy was over the Seaside Bridge in 4 seconds.
There's
he was
nothing
gone.
he can do.
Nothing. I've never seen a bike go that fast on Route 37 ever in my entire
That's
life.
just an
that's
accident
fucking
waiting to
stupid.
happen, bro.
Yeah, completely stupid.
That's stupid.
Completely stupid.
Yeah, it's weird. Listen, it's the
Not that he could do anything if he wanted to. He had a car right behind him, and I was right in front of him. He couldn't get out if he wanted
there's
to.
nothing he could have did.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Right.
What's he gonna do? Get on the radio and say, "Hey, let Seaside know this."
right.
If he's still going that fast,
Yeah.
what are they gonna do? They're just
Exactly.
gonna keep. They're not gonna chase him.
Yep.
He caught air going over the Seaside Bridge.
No,
Right.
the other way. Not that way. That's flat going
Yeah,
into Seaside.
I
He was going over
know.
the flat
Yeah,
part. The other way, you would have got air.
yeah.
Bro, that's just asking for it.
Oh,
that fast?
stupid. It was the dumbest thing. As a guy that's done about everything there is to do on a bike, I was shaking my head like, that is so fucking stupid.
What's the fastest you ever gone?
I was on a road where there was no traffic at all, and I was on my KTM RC8R, and I think I touched 180. And I had a worked ZX10R that was worked, motor built, go by me like I was sitting still, and I was at 180.
What?
Yeah.
How did 180 feel? That had to be scary, huh?
No, because you just touch it and you're off. You don't.
I think I
you
did
don't.
140 or
nobody.
160.
Nobody gets to 180 and just pins it there and stays. It's too fast.
Yeah.
People get to 180 and immediately you back off. So you touch it and you're off. You know what I mean? So you're literally just touching it.
Damn.
I don't know anybody that pins it at 180 other than this guy, but I think this guy was on like a 750. He was probably $160.
Wait, what were you
crazy.
on?
I was on an RC8R.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twin 1,000cc super bike, basically track bike, pretty much. You know.
That's wild.
But the kid I was raising, who's passed away now, died a couple years later.
Wow. Shocker. Shocker.
Heroin overdose.
Oh, wow. Well, this is a shocker.
Yeah. Has it? It's on a GoPro cam. I got it somewhere. It's on his
What,
bike.
him dying from heroin?
No.
That's fucked up.
The race. You have no empathy. This guy has zero empathy. None.
How's that empathy? I don't even know this guy. Talking about a drug addict.
The way you
Fucking
talk.
empathy.
Do I have to tell about Chris's dog again or no?
Oh, no.
You don't like that story, do you? All right, Rich, listen.
Yeah, man.
Been an honor and a pleasure.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
people,
definitely.
and this is important, if people would like
Train,
that are-
bro.
that are-
Roger don't like training for guns, but I like training.
When's
Alright?
the last time you
You know
trained,
what
motherfucker? When's the last time you trained?
You say you
I don't
calling
like using
people-
my
you don't-
ammo. That's what I don't like
You
doing.
don't like calling people civilians? I like to call people that don't train civilians. You know what I mean?
Are you an operator? Are you an operator?
Operate the dick in your mouth.
What, Rich? What defines an op? Would you call yourself an operator? I would.
No, hell
You're
no.
not.
No?
Those are the highest.
Fucking
level
Dennis said
guys.
that to me on the first podcast I did on Street Cop. He goes, "Rich, the operator." I go,
What's an operator? Like a Marine,
I
right?
don't know.
No, an operator is
they,
somebody
they
that is just
SWAT
literally
operators or
just so versed in shooting and is
Bro, I
constantly.
would say
constantly at the
you gotta
range.
be that. No?
If you
I
ask-
I
gotta be
absolutely
that.
would consider you an operator.
no. If you asked me that, I would say like Navy SEALs, Delta guys, like those dudes are operators. Full-time major city SWAT teams operators. I mean, people would call us SWAT operators. I'm like, whatever. I'm not no operator. You know, that's not.
All right, well, I'm going to call you an operator.
You can call me whatever you want. Fucking, I've been called way worse.
Operator.
But no,
so people
thank
want to
you
find
guys.
you, right? People want to find you that are in this area. Obviously, people can travel. So let's say the New Jersey area, right?
Yep.
Where can people?
So even
find you?
tri-state area, right? Remember, the one thing we didn't say was New Jersey does accept out-of-state permits.
Oh,
Excuse me. So if you live in Pennsylvania, you could apply here. They do take out-of-state applications. So if you're looking to get your permit or you want to just train, rabfirearms.com, Instagram, rab_firearms_SCT on Instagram. So it's easy to find me, or just hit Roger up and he'll tell
Yeah,
you
just
whatever you
DMs,
need.
bro.
He knows it all.
Picture of your wife's titties, and I'll get it right back to you.
Stop lying,
No,
Roger.
listen,
You know
hey,
what he wants, people.
it was fun to have you guys on the range, but thanks a lot for having me here.
Absolutely,
Yeah, no,
bro.
great
This
time,
was
great
and,
awesome.
and I know we say it all the time, but Frankie and I got to get back out there and just have a fun day
Whenever.
of shooting. It'll be a competition because Frankie's there, but
Fun day.
you got to
We should
sign the
make it
board
like,
before you leave.
Competition, like, there's got to be some, like, repercussions, you know? That's a real
Ooh.
competition.
What's the repercussions?
I don't know. Something's got to be something where like there's pain involved.
Paint or pain? Pain.
Oh, you want to paint? You can paint too.
So
Finger paint?
I saw the video of you punching him in the stomach. So is that what you're talking
No,
about?
he
no,
punched
he
me in the
punched-
face. I
Yeah.
only got to
Oh,
punch
I
him
didn't
in
see
the
that
stomach.
one.
Listen, I punched him in the face very easy. Very easy. Not very hard.
Okay, so you punch Rich in the face very easy. Let's see how he likes it.
No,
I mean,
that's
it
not
probably
fair.
knock me out. It's cool, whatever.
Right?
Listen,
I'm not gonna
I
take
would
it.
say it was, and Frankie's gonna be like, it was 1/10 the power. I'd say it's one. What in reality? What definitely was not full power, but what
No.
1/5?
Supposed
Knock
to.
you out. I was
No,
30%.
I
It was
never said you
slow-mo.
were-
It was honestly, it looked great.
I
In the
know
video,
he
it
was
looked
not trying
great.
to
It was
have
slow
done
motion.
And it wasn't even that bad.
Didn't
Honestly, it
he
wasn't
crush
that
you in
bad.
the stomach?
No,
the one
I
time?
hit him.
No,
in the
he got
stomach.
me.
Oh,
in the stomach.
all right.
It was not bad.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Well, we'll come up with a good idea, but what we'll do is we'll videotape it and you can
Yeah.
you can play it for everybody.
But like, what is Robin Hood? Or no, it's not Robin Hood. Who shoots the arrow off the apple off the guy's head
Fuck, don't
with the arrow?
not Robin Hood. Fucking.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The arrow with the
I
apple.
know
on
what
the
you
head.
I know what you're
but-
talking about. I have no.
Well,
idea.
anyway, that's what you should do.
Okay.
Who is it?
Rumpelstiltskin thing.
Well,
Well, Rich, man, it was awesome. having you
Rumpelstiltskin.
on, brother.
Thank you guys, man.
Yeah,
This was
good times,
awesome.
good times.
Appreciate
I
it,
can't wait to
brother.
get you guys back on the range.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
This
think,
time, shoot some fucking machine
A
guns.
lot of people
whatever you
learned a
want.
lot. I learned a lot from this, and I consider myself fairly up on it, and I learned some things. So
But-
hopefully everybody else out there
Yeah.
did. as
Yeah,
well.
but for real, all jokes aside, if you have questions, send me a message on Instagram or rebfirearms@gmail.com. Even if you're not somebody that I've trained or you did I'll answer the question
Yeah,
for you.
you're really good at that. I
Yeah, I
just
don't care, I don't
tell
care.
people to go to your Instagram. Pedro or Barbara. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
go.
dude.
And
Yeah.
Pedro took it. He's a proud. I'm
Second
gonna
Amendment.
call it CCW carrier still. So much easier to remember.
Nah, Pedro's a good dude. I remember
Yeah,
him from the
yeah,
class.
Good
yeah.
dude. So
That was one of the first things he said. He goes, "I cut their hair," and I go,
Yeah.
you cut their hair?
Yeah,
I go, it looks terrible."
I
He's
barely, I barely have any
Nah,
left. but
he's a good dude.
I'm gonna join your
He
club.
cuts a
soon.
couple hairs on Roger.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's just easier. Shave your head, bro.
I'm close. All right, guys. Rich Bruno, RAB Firearms. Give him a follow. Check him out. Doing great things for the community here in New Jersey. So,
Thank you,
out.
guys.
Guys, just a reminder, don't forget to find and follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and most other podcast platforms.